Ouch. The amount of
That's
effort.
that's amazing. Oh, that means you have one color. Yeah, you have one color for each one. That is cool though.
Nice.
Like you didn't go so crazy with like it's good that you had a palette to work with. Look at the Phoenix outline folder. Let me look at that as well. Shut
Is it just a
this.
huge Bezier curve or something?
Phoenix
Wait, what?
outline table.
It is. That looks like it is.
Let's
Heck yeah,
see.
Bezier
Oh
curve.
yeah,
Bezier curve.
line 37 has the
Wait.
Bezier
Oh,
definition.
you're. Oh, wait. Is it one? Yeah, it's one Bezier curve. Huh.
Wait,
Oh,
wasn't
it's
there
one
music?
very large Bezier curve.
Wasn't
Can
there
you
One.
Oh
music?
yeah, the music
Oh,
part that we
these
read.
are the
That's what
handles.
we.
Right. Bezier gone. Amazing.
Ah.
And then this one's the glow.
Check
Wow.
the music.
Yeah, music. Okay, so
I think you have to
warning,
like,
the music might make riff. Yeah. You need to walk me through how to do the music again.
scroll
So
down.
scroll down.
Isn't it
Yeah.
like Alt T?
Yeah,
I
scroll
think it's
scroll
Alt
down
T.
and then click on the
Well,
function,
Alt-
and then you have
it's
to
Alt
show
something.
it. It's hidden right
Alt
now.
T.
You have
Oh,
to
let me
yeah, very good.
visible.
Yep.
Alt T. Audio trace is on. Would you be able to hear my sound?
Maybe.
Let me try it. Wait, should there? Oh, I think Desmos is hiding the menu. Hold on.
Are you sharing Google Chrome or are you sharing your entire screen?
I was it. Do you see my taskbar? You see
Yeah,
my
you're
taskbar.
sharing
Yeah,
your
we see your
entire screen.
taskbar.
You need to share Google Chrome.
Wait, let me. I think I could. Yeah, change windows. Yes, let me. Applications. Phoenix 30. You should hear me now. Yeah. Do you? Okay, so I'm gonna press Alt T. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me play it.
Yeah, we can hear it.
You
Yeah,
can.
we hear it now. Yeah.
I can hear it.
Is this based on another song?
Is it in a loop or?
Iris Next said it just loops.
Just loops. That's it.
It's just
Oh,
loops.
that's neat.
All right. That's a nice
Very
little
dramatic.
addition.
Scroll down. There's a loop function. Oh, loop Oh, I see.
Ah.
That's cool.
Oh, for it lists comprehensions to loop. That's interesting. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the Phoenix is such an amazing touch. I hope the judges notice that. Because
Eli.
that was secret. No, that's an amazing touch. Awesome. Okay, that was tire Snick. Nick.
Dark next, Dark dark next. next,
Park
next,
next.
next,
Park next.
next, next, next.
Okay.
Park next. I mean tire snacks.
Oh, try neck. Is that another? Oh no, that's just try neck.
Hello, Mr. Neck.
Try neck. Okay. Yeah. Wow, we got quite a lot to go. I'm going to spin the wheel once more, and just if you're not on the list, just at me, and I'll add you. Who's gonna be?
Is Caleb in the call?
Oh. Henry Cat. Who's?
Henry.
Let's see.
Show me what you got.
I can see it. All solar system.
Yeah,
Okay,
Model.
the
so
classic.
basically what I did was I made a movable solar system.
Oh shit, is it to scale?
So yeah, so it's to
Wow.
scale, yeah. And you just turn off this mode. What is it? Because here we go. So I have two modes. This is light mode and then dark mode, just to see the scale and stuff easier. And
Heck
then
yeah, dark mode.
Yeah, and so right now it's set to scale. So like if I zoomed in really far, you would be able to see it's to scale. But I also added this so that you can see it
Oh,
easier.
it makes it
Oh,
larger.
look at that.
Because
Yeah.
if you don't have the
Whoa.
scale, then you'd be scrolling forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit, they
So,
spin.
yeah, so in this model,
Oh my
1
god.
second is equal to 14 days approximately.
Oh.
And then also I made it so you can speed it up for some of these outer planets. And yeah, I got to practice with like a bunch of different equations and getting them to go around in a circle, which was super fun. And I learned a lot doing it.
Awesome. How did you model the planets? Are they polygons? Are they implicit?
They're circles, and then I did some like sine waves and
Huh.
like shifted ellipses um uh, with
Oh, that's
also
really cool.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
that looks like they're rolling.
my favorite planet I'll just show you real quick is Venus, just because I thought it came out really well. And
I like.
yeah,
Oh,
it
it
came out better than I
spins.
expected. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, are you the Henry Cow?
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I learned a lot, but I hope to come back to this and like improve it because the semi-major and semi-minor axes of the orbits are pretty accurate. I use like a variety of sources, so they're probably not all exactly the same, but I want to be able to figure out a more approximate orbit, like shifts and inclination from the x-axis, so that it's a little more accurate. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
Nice.
you very much for sharing.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was Henry Cat. Wow. Okay. So that must have taken a lot of work to do each planet and the trajectories of those. Yeah, because I was wondering what they were because yeah, as you zoomed out, it had to catch up. So I figured okay, they must be implicit. Which is cool. All right, hide Henry Cat, and then we are yep. Okay, so we're good.
Spin the wheel.
All
The
right.
wheel. The wheel.
Motion, am I
Wheel.
audible?
Spin the
Spin the
wheel. All
wheel.
right.
Spin the wheel. Spin the
Oh,
wheel.
look at it
Spin the
spin.
wheel.
It's spinning.
Oh,
Oh,
Slim Runner!
Oh dear.
Slim. Slim
Slim Runner.
time.
Wait, Slim Runner, you haven't shown yours yet, I think.
Yeah.
you
No,
have
I
to
just
now.
put it there, but it's not a lot.
Huh.
Slim runner, slim runner,
Okay.
slim runner.
Libretto.
Oh wait. You have wait. I put it. I didn't wait. I put you on. I put you on. I put you on, and I didn't see a reaction. Wait, do you have a graph?
I do.
You do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's a
so
note. It's
It's in the
note.
voice
so
chat. It's a second
your
to the bottom.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me share it. I'll share it.
Yeah. Wait.
How do I
Thank
share? Oh.
God I have tomorrow off because I have so
Wait,
much
is
homework.
that Fire Flames or is that your Slim?
It's slim runners, I think.
That's
Who's
Slim?
this? Wait, wow.
Oh
wow.
my gosh, this looks okay.
Oh.
This looks exactly like the other one. Oh my
Oh, the
gosh.
tree moves.
Holy shit, it's 3D!
It's the stars. The stars.
The stars. This is what I forgot
Oh,
what
I
it's
love
called.
how like
Lonely Sunset.
Yeah, I love how
Yeah.
the sky looks like a
The
sphere.
reflection. Look at the reflection in the
What?
water.
Oh my gosh,
There's reflection in the water. Oh my God.
I was gonna do a little bit more interactive, but I couldn't. I didn't want to slow it down further, so I had to
It's
stop at some point.
beautiful.
The tree is such a good touch, and the
I like
fire.
how you
Oh
did
my.
the water. The water is clever.
I love
Wait,
like
does the
hazards a
fire
bit
burn
so,
out?
Coconut.
The water is basically what is it? It's a rectangle, but I just projected it in 3D and I swapped the top of it with a sine wave. Well, not a sine wave, but a multiplication of several sine waves.
What was the sign? I mean, shit. The sky, like a
It has a
sphere,
day-night
3D
You
sphere.
have
cycle.
you have
Oh yeah,
you have multiple
the
layers for the shore. That's such a good touch. Oh my gosh.
yeah
Skies.
the sky is basically a dome, projected in 3D too.
That
God
is
damn.
so good.
So you made a whole skybox basically.
Yeah. Though
And it's got a
I
day-night
actually
cycle and everything.
yeah.
Is that sun? Oh my god, there is!
What?
Look at it!
There's even
The
a sun
sun!
reflection,
The
wow.
sun, the reflection!
I love the attention to detail here.
Oh my god!
Holy
That's
And
so
now-
cool!
Jesus. That is amazing.
Oh my god. That's insane!
This is such a worthy successor to Lonely Sunset. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
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 This is amazing. What is this? Is this
Coconut.
a rock or a
I think it's a-
creature?
Coconut.
I think
Oh,
it's
it's
the
a coconut.
It's a
Oh,
coconut.
coconut.
Something like that earlier. It's basically just I just what is it, concatenated a parabolic parabola and what is it, and what is this called, and a circle.
Mhm.
Well, a section of a circle.
Right. Huh.
Yeah, and it keeps looping over and over.
I wanna dissect this a bit. Okay. I'm interested in the tree. What's going on with the tree? Hold on.
It
Oh,
looks
the
like it's a-
tree.
was the-
Oh, by the way, I put it in the corner because I couldn't figure it out. What is it? The painter's problem. So I just hid the ugly parts of it.
Oh, very nice. Leaves. Oh, these aren't the visuals. These are the controllers. Oh my gosh, it's dynamic. Oh,
Okay.
let me wait. Let me set that to 1. I assume it should step by 1. There we go. Wow.
Ah.
That's cool.
Huh. That's awesome. So it's actually 3D. So
Yeah,
I
that's
just-
actually 3D.
coconut.
I believe the only thing that isn't 3D are the stars. The rest of it is going through a function that projects it into 3D.
Fall time. Well,
I should have put an action to reset it, but I
yeah,
forgot.
I was wondering. I wish I could trigger the coconut to fall again.
What if it
Huh.
grew into a whole new tree? That would be funny.
you
Just
wait long
instance
enough.
the tree, put it here until it covers the whole shore.
If you run this graph for approximately 50 years, it'll grow into a new tree.
Wait, am I?
You just pan the camera over. No, but time is faster because
breathtaking.
That is
a
true.
day
Holy
is
shit!
a few
yeah.
seconds. Yeah.
Huh.
That looks amazing.
The sky colors. What's the sky color function?
It's amazing. The colors are so good.
Oh, I used what is it? What is called YBRCR or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
YCBCR. Wow.
Yeah, that.
Sky colors. Here are all the
Oh
colors.
dang!
Sky rings, sky sectors, ambient.
Wow, this is amazing.
This is you could look at this for hours. You really could.
I still it has a day and night cycle, and I just saw that and I was like, whoa. I thought it was just a palm tree moving, and then the sun
Yeah.
came up and the snow started showing, and then it started reflecting in the ocean, and I was like,
No, it's above and Where I'm wondering where is the actual plot? Which folder is
What do you
that
mean?
in?
Wait, there's a story?
The actual.
Oh,
the
plot.
first one.
Where can I find it?
Oh well, the actual graphing is that.
Oh, they're over here. Oh, you separated them like
Yeah.
that.
They are
Playing.
computed somewhere else, but I put them all to the top.
I did this with Desmos plane. I liked seeing how it looked like when you just wireframe everything. it changes the whole dynamic. It's cool. Yeah. So line.
Oh,
Huh.
the fire turns back on after a while.
Yeah. It goes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
I
I
lost
set it to turn
'Cause it's
on like 3
nighttime.
hours after sunset and 3 hours before sunrise.
Ah,
no.
I thought it was just like on at the beginning and then it turned off at a certain point. and you would have to reload the
Just
page to
going
see a
through
graph. That's a lot
wireframing
smarter.
everything.
Wait, what's the fire look like? Wireframe. Line. So that's the radius. This is so clean. Oh my god.
Ooh.
That looks pretty cool.
That
What,
is
what
the
function is
legible-
that actually?
I believe I
Oh, not a
actually
function, but like.
looked it up like a long time ago, and I just reused it from another. Let me post it.
Oh, the rocks also have their own. Oh, and there's the fire. There it goes. Huh.
If
Oh,
you go
yes.
to helper functions, it's
Yeah.
the
helper.
tier shape function. Is expression number
Tier
173.
Oh, why tier?
Oh,
Oh.
everything is like generated out of equations.
This is
That's
take it.
Desmos.
This is I take it a parametric. So if I do or is it not working because
Oh, you
No,
have
there
X
is
and
not.
Y. You have to put 0 and 0, the location.
Oh yeah. Oh, there
Oh.
we go. Look at
Oh,
that.
Precious
really
cheese
nice.
wants to be put on the wheel.
And oh yeah.
Precious
Yeah.
cheese.
I'll put it on there. That's amazing.
It's an amazing graph.
Thank you, thank you.
Wow, yeah.
Anything
I
else?
don't know, there's just so much in this.
No, I
yeah.
think that
That's it. Amazing. That was a wonderful graph.
You should probably
was-
close
that
the,
was probably
the other
to make it.
tabs.
That was quite detailed.
I think that one for sure is
Okay,
gonna
let
make
me
it.
put precious cheese on. Anyone else? Oh, Luna's here. Hey.
Luna!
Luna.
Not the oldest cheese, but
Looking
rather the
forward
freshest
to-
cheese.
Oh well, you sorry, you said you didn't make a
Luna
submission,
Muna.
but yeah, I'm just glad you're here.
So fresh.
Oh.
Well, you made a submission, but you modified your Minecraft one. I remember. Okay, precious cheese. That's gonna be a hard yellow.
You can't have
Hello,
cheese that's not
Luna.
yellow. That's a crime.
No, you can have blue cheese.
Is
Blue
anyone,
cheese?
is anyone
Blue
not
cheese.
on the list? Just
And also
type in the
white
chat right now,
cheese.
and I'll throw you in.
I've heard yellow cheese is actually originally yellow just because of like a defect in the cheese, but then they ended up catching on, and so it ended up being yellow anyway. At least in America.
Nice.
Also, some cheese is orange.
Some.
Can I be purple? I share the same color with John.
Wait, did I manage to add mine?
Oh, you
Yeah,
did not
isn't
add.
cheese like
Was
white?
that Uaxia?
Cheese is just hard in milk.
Wow, so I do have to get closer to these speakers in order to speak. Didn't realize.
Yeah, we hear you now. Let me add you on, and
Rhodes, you
Uaxia.
sound a lot
That's like
deeper than I thought you would sound.
Really?
Blue to cheese, let's
No.
see.
Rhodes.
Eye emoji.
Peds. Rhodes? Peds? How do you pronounce that?
Wait, I man, who's
It's
the I?
Rhodes and then
It's
Dick.
Rhodes.
Silver?
That's the
No,
rose
it's
It's
symbol.
Rhodes. I know it's a rose
Wants
symbol.
me.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yes.
Uaxia.
Eads.
Rhodes. Eads.
I'm not Eads.
I didn't notice it was the rose symbol until like a few months ago. She's like, oh, it's the rose symbol. I get it. It's Rhodes.
I promise I haven't peed once in my life, I swear.
Oh no, please don't get me
Yep,
demonetized.
managed to borrow some vocal cords after all.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
spin
gonna
the
spin
wheel.
the wheel. Here we go. Spin the wheel. Spin the
Look
wheel.
it go.
Spin the wheel.
Look it go.
My
Look
god,
at
it
me.
keeps kinda spinning now.
Andrew.
Oh, it's me.
And who?
Oh my gosh.
And who?
Andrew, have you shown yours yet?
And who?
It's in the thread. How do I screen share?
Oh wait, is it Andrew
haven't
and that's
seen
where
yours
and
yet.
who comes from?
You got it.
Wow.
I like how half the people here are probably just realizing that.
I
Okay.
literally I just realized that just now. I didn't know.
Okay.
Oh, so I was just and who.
Oh.
It's like I made a
The
maze.
maze.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
Yes, I
maze.
was
Andrew,
Yeah, it's a maze.
Oh, it's a big maze.
okay.
Yeah.
It is a story.
What's the control scheme?
So the control scheme is I can drag around and stuff, and I have Google Maps buttons.
Oh my gosh!
So
I love
just for
it.
context, it's this maze that I made in like 2016, but just bigger.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Bigger and 3D and better.
Yeah. So let's just wander up to this guy. We can interact with the guys. I can manage to hit the button.
Oh shit, there is a story. Holy shit.
Yeah. This is a maze.
At the end, opposite corner from here. There are more entities who you can talk to. Oh my gosh.
Do y'all understand?
We
hope so.
understand. Wait, what if we don't?
Okay.
He's just gonna repeat, right?
No, he's kind of rude, honestly. But
Okay.
Okay.
I want to see them being rude the next one. Though.
and you can only talk to them once, so they disappear immediately.
Okay.
This reminds
The
me of my
abstract being
maze,
from
but
another
actually
world.
good.
Let's
Let's
see.
just make our way.
But you can't
I
rotate
think
while
a
you're moving.
natural next place to go is like here, like up to that platform. So that's not the end of the maze, but it's a decent next spot to show off.
It's so cool. It's sprawling. You get all the options,
Yeah.
and you have that point of reference in the sky that helps a lot.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
level design. That's something I would have did more with Desmos plan if it weren't for the technical limitations.
Oh, going up.
Oh my god.
Wait. Oh, there's gonna be an entity on the top of here, right?
It's gonna be a what?
There's gonna be an entity who's.
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
rude.
up there. Yeah, that's the red thing there. Yeah. We're gonna
Okay.
go.
That's
The
the force
abstract mat entities.
Heck yeah, I'm getting people to join a Discord.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk to it. So, would you like to know the truth? Which one do you want to know about?
All of them, all of them.
No, we only get one choice.
Yeah. Which one do you want?
Oh,
The
we
author?
now got to put this to
Me,
a
I want
vote.
to know about I.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious about me. No, about you, the entity. I'd like to know about
Say
the entity.
no.
Last one.
You want to know about the okay. So
the entity.
I'll click the last one.
Let's seduce the entity.
Okay. So
Nat
it says
20.
there are 5 of those. Of them,
Huh.
you've already found one.
What?
Think of us like messages in bottles.
They like infinity stones? Like what?
It's the air. Oh, we vanished. Huh. That's very poetic.
Yo, you can look down into
Interesting.
the maze.
We
Yeah.
get a bird's eye view. Can we see entities from here?
Idealistic
Just-
Enderver wants to
just
be
the one.
removed from the
You
list
see that one?
going to dinner.
Yeah.
You
You
wanna
made
go to that
sure
one?
that from here you could only see one.
You can only see one from here. There are 5 total. We've already seen 2.
Nice.
Huh.
So do you want to go to that one next?
Let's go to that one.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
I've never seen this navigation like system before in Desmos.
Desmos.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
really
I had
interesting
the other one that I used a bunch, and I don't like that one very much. I thought this one was much better. That was pretty much the motivation there.
Gotta make Google Maps next.
Just full Google Maps.
Yeah.
Just-
area
Yeah.
of Earth.
Oh no, here's how it would work. Here's how it would work. You have it be algorithmically generated. Like, can't you have like links that like take you to other pages?
Like you can embed a Google Map. Yeah.
Okay, here's my idea. So you have this website which generates a Desmos graph that contains a street view portion of like a very small part of the world. Then once you get to the edge of it, it'll take you to this. It'll give you this hyperlink, which will take you to this API, which will create an entirely new graph showing an adjacent portion of the world, and then it'll take you to that new graph with that adjacent portion of the world, like automatically redirect once it creates it. And there you have the entire world in Google Maps Street View in Desmos.
Incredible. This is a worthwhile venture.
Okay.
Ping
so
pong?
you want to play
Oh
ping
shit, a
pong?
minigame.
Yeah,
Of
sure.
course.
Let's play.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
How could you resist that?
An eldritch shape telling us to play ping pong.
21 people are
Yeah.
watching you. You better not.
It's a
touch.
mini game.
Yeah, originally I had it be Pong, but then I was like, wait, this is copyrighted, so I scrubbed it out.
Changing the name from
Just
ping pong to
pong.
pong does not circumvent it.
Yeah.
I think
Actually,
ping pong
no,
is also
If you take
copyrighted.
the trademark, then I think it would be.
Pong
But
ping.
like the idea of Pong is. I thought it was in the public domain.
I
Hey, what
don't know if
happens if we
the
lose to this?
yeah, I don't
thing?
know. I
Is it
think
equal?
I mean, it seems to be pretty good at this game. You know, it's gotten every single one.
Well, it's
Is it mirror
It's-
the ball going faster?
oh the
oh
ball is
no.
going faster.
Wait, what if you lose?
Well, if I lose, then I lose.
If you lose, but it's still.
Well,
then it's, just
it's
fair.
just oh god.
But this seems like a perfect AI.
Oh, it's getting
Yeah, it literally just tracks the ball.
Could I have ever won?
Probably not.
Oh, wow.
The
You wouldn't
poor
win.
judges are gonna have to
Professional
take so
ping-
much time.
Professional ping pong
James
master
is
or one
designed to
maze
roast
boy.
you.
I did actually write extra dialogue just in case you like happen to be like the Pong god who can actually manage to beat the thing.
Or a
It
hacker.
asked you how you did that, and originally the response was just I'm just really good at Pong, but I can't have Pong in it because that's copyrighted by Atari. So now it just says I'm just really powerful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the
It-
power.
Is there actually a trademark on Pong?
Yeah, Atari owns it.
Oh, the
yeah.
power gained by
Yeah,
beating the
even though
average
there are
chef.
hundreds of derivatives of it.
Well,
Is
they
there
do
a
their best
trademark
to
on
take them
ping?
down.
Look, if there's a derivative, there's also an integral. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
Yeah, now we're cracking the math jokes.
Where are the?
Wait, integrated ping. Wait,
Well,
isn't
I
just
always
ping
forget
pong
what the
ball
other
is
two
just
are.
here?
Is there one this way?
Nope.
No, this is a dead end.
Uh,
I
sad.
literally made a maze and don't know how to navigate it.
Do you have
Oh.
a reduced animation mode where it like skips the animation and just hops you to the next spot?
I could probably just. I don't have a mode for that, but I could definitely just make it do that.
Wait, did you like build the maze or
I don't.
is it?
I don't want to.
generated?
It's from a maze that I made back in 2016. So there's only one maze.
Maze and it's 3D. Oh,
Amazing.
there's the entity.
Yeah.
The main motivator for playing is the dialogue. It's brilliant.
I play the maze for the
For the lore.
Dot, dot, dot.
The
You okay?
You okay?
Okay,
Are
which
you
one do we
okay?
want?
You
Are
okay?
you okay?
That one?
I done yet?
sorry.
Sorry, he says.
And he's gone.
He's gone. That's it.
I
The
just
shy
said I
maze
played it
lad.
for the dialogue, and it stands true.
Oh yeah.
They always ask where the entities are, but not how the entities are.
True though.
Why are the entities?
Who are the entities?
When
Do
are
the
the
Hey,
entities?
The entities are all predetermined, right? They don't appear
yeah,
like in
they're
a order.
yeah, they're all in certain spots. I
Oh.
initially had
You could
a
seed the whole thing based on you could seed it based on intervals based on the user interaction, based on DT.
you could, but I didn't.
KGL
I'm trying to remember the last one
3080
is.
from
I
the
think
chat
it's
asks, "What the hell? How is this
Wait,
graphic
no,
engine
it's
work?
not.
I'm so confused."
What?
what? What's the question?
He's asking, "How is this graphic engine working?"
Oh, it's just 3D. I've got my nice transformations and I do some multiplication and it just works.
It just works.
It just walks.
It just
Programming.
Oh, there's a
It just-
Bernard in this graph too.
Obligatory.
Oh no!
That's a. If you ask the truth about the maze, then it reveals that this is all in a graphing calculator.
Whoa.
That's insane.
Oh.
Where's the last one? Okay, I'm just gonna cheat because I remember where it is.
Wait, every
There
single
it is.
tile is in. Oh wow. Shit. Wait, how's that work? Your coordinates one dimensional?
Well, I mean, it's just a list of points, so
Right.
It's like this.
Every list is
right?
one dimensional.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a graph,
So it just
isn't it?
picks out a point in the array.
Okay, so you just happened to remember 138.
Yeah,
Wow.
because because I like placed them manually and stuff. So yeah.
It's just like you have to implement like a Hilbert curve because your thing is continuous.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
So
a chance. Would you?
okay.
The walls are rainbow effect.
Rainbow effect. Rainbow effect.
Rainbow effect.
First one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Holy shit! RGB maze. RGB
Okay.
maze. Heck yeah.
Game of maze. It's the game of maze.
Okay.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to look at the
Repeat the
the rainbow maze from above.
Please.
But you're
Oh,
using
that'd
it
be so
like
awesome.
a invisible image to move, right?
They should put like,
yeah,
like
one of
epic
these big
gamer music
transparent
over
ones.
this, and then have
Yeah,
this be
I
like
got it from
advertisement
Wikipedia.
for Desmos.
You did attribution for the transparent picture.
Well, I didn't make it.
Bruh. What? But okay, well, it's probably public domain anyway because it's
The
not.
transparent image is a copyrighted image.
Like you can't copyright a blue picture.
My transparent PNG is copyrighted. Disqualified.
Well, it's like.
All right, guys, pack your bags. I'm copywriting subatomic particles. You're all fucked now. You're all under my copyright. I own everything. I own the whole universe.
Joke's on you. I just copyrighted the elementary particle, so guess who owns you now?
I just copyrighted the concept of copywriting. I own everything.
I just copyrighted the concept of copyrighted using strings.
Well, I'm gonna copyright your brain and every possible thought you could create.
Oh damn.
Everybody
my
get
brain's already
to, like
copyrighted by
copyright
me.
category
You can't
theory and
copyright my
everything
copyright.
The voice of Rhodas is certainly unexpected.
Do you remember the
everything
do you remember the
copyright
index
key.
to go up the stairs as well, or no?
The OG days.
I don't know, cause I'm like.
25.
What?
Wow. Wow. Okay. I guess that's what happens when you make it. You remember it like the back of your hand.
Well,
That's
it's
crazy.
it's like when I was placing the things and testing everything, I just had to move to particular spots. So it's because there's like one of the entities is up here. I had to like interact with that thing a bunch, so I know that it's sitting at. I want to say 22 or 23.
Can you just like look down? Like I need to make something. Like look out at the staircase.
At the staircase?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I gotta make something.
Okay.
Meantime.
Good luck.
If you look at the rainbow, the thing about the rainbow is that all the colors are going from the start of the maze to the end of the maze.
Right.
So you can actually kind of use it to navigate.
OG
Ah.
How's the map stored? Like in lists? Or...
Well, it's just a it's just.
And
a,
that's
it's just
it.
a-
That's the maze.
just a-
Cool.
So you have
yeah, I'll just end it real quick.
Very cool graph.
Okay, where am I?
so you have found the
Yeah, there
rainbow
it is.
entity like earlier in the map.
Wait, there's Easter egg.
You
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, cool. You drew that manually.
Yeah, that's from if you remember like 2, 3, 4 years ago, I don't remember what. I made a golf graph.
Yep.
That's the
Oh,
U1
yep.
from that.
Oh, nice. Desmos
So,
reference, cross
that's
reference.
That golf graph was one of the first 3D games ever. So, I
Okay,
think it was
and
the
that's-
first 3D game actually.
How do I?
Wait, when was that? The first 3D game in Desmos?
That was a like what was that?
That was like
Was
regression
that-
time.
How do I
It's either-
stop streaming?
Thing 2018. I mean, Andrew would know. How would I know?
The first 3D. Well, there were 3D graphs in Desmos. I think, like 2016, 2015, maybe. Because there was like this support thread on sort of how to put something like that together. I don't know when it explicit like games were being made. I tossed some stuff together, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a game per se. Yeah, I don't know. So that's my maze.
Back to the
Awesome.
wheel then, I guess.
Spinning the wheel. We've gone
the
The
through
wheel.
six so far. We've
Spin
spent
the
an hour.
wheel.
Maybe we have
Spin
many more
the
hours to
wheel.
spend. Spin the wheel. Spin
Spin
the
the
wheel.
wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Annual. Is this gonna be an annual thing, or are you gonna do this every
Okay.
year?
He's conveniently he had to go, so I'm just gonna skip him. Idealistic introverts. We're just gonna spin it again. Spin the wheel. Spin the
The
wheel.
wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Bawaxia. All right, get those
Bawaxia.
vocal
Is
cords
it
out.
Dark Lane?
Okay
Okay,
then.
yeah.
I guess
Oh,
so.
Bawaxia.
As I had mentioned, it's a really simple boiled egg, but alright. So what happens now? Do I?
So what
share
happens
it?
now? A, if you want to share it, go for it. Or B, I could share it.
How are you using a
anyway.
computer underwater? Is my big question.
That's a very good question. I also
It's
would
really
like to
good
know.
thermals.
Yep. It happened.
Just evaporating the water as soon as it enters. High
I
tech
want to know
stuff.
how were you able to use the computer without intelligence to begin with? Like as just a tiny species, how are you able to do all of this?
Why do you assume I don't have intelligence?
Damn.
Minimal intelligence, human intelligence,
And
human.
Hey,
advanced
Alfred here.
Weewoxia. Advanced Weewoxia.
Advanced
Oh, well.
Bawaxia.
After all, a lot of things are possible in like 300
So
million years.
do you have the graph?
Yep, I do.
Bawaxia has the hive mind. There's just a bunch of them that's forming a giant brain.
Mm.
What about all the
Well, there-
eyes? What explains all the eyes?
Probably small, but oh well.
Like, do you just naturally have a shit ton of eyes, or are they like your collection that you took from various people?
Just a modest collection.
Let's see.
So,
You gotta see somehow.
like this?
It's still buffering for me.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
well.
me.
Try switching the window.
I guess the ocean floor has bad ping.
There's a lot of interference down there, huh?
The ultimate Desmos graph Discord loading animation.
That
Metal
would be
Rock egg.
particularly hard to make, would it?
Oh, look at all the. Okay.
Plot twist, where Waxia made Discord and Desmos. It's just loading right now.
We
What
still
the
can't see it.
Just the entirety of Discord.
You can follow the link in the thread.
Hold on, I
Oh
can't.
well, if it doesn't work,
Never
then
mind, I can see
maybe
yours.
like Heaven Ira could share it and.
I could share it. I don't mind.
Wait,
But,
is Evan
um, is it appearing right now, or is it still loading?
Desmos made a
Still loading.
Roads.
Oh my god, it's going to take 7 days again.
Didn't even
No.
get to like go back to like the channel before it was already on Starboard.
It's hilarious.
Nothing
The
still.
I can make
True.
the most incredible math thing ever, and my greatest accomplishments are still gonna just be memes.
Here, I could if it's still loading. I could share it. Do you want to send the link?
The link
It's
is in the
you already
thread.
thread.
I did in the voice chat.
Let
Let me find it
I
again.
gotta scroll through.
So the link is
It's the most recent one.
right here.
Mantle brought
A
egg.
soft ball.
Okay,
Right there.
Egg.
beautiful. All right. Let me
Surely
take
just a
a
simple
look
egg.
at it. Hope 10 iterations. Okay. As per Waxia's signature, hopefully this doesn't take like 2 hours to render.
7 days.
Oh, this is
It
GLS
only
mode.
takes like, I only chose the one that takes seconds to render. That's why I have to go with this one.
I like
The
the like
egg.
moire interference stuff. That's like a neat effect.
By the way, open manipulators.
Wow. Even okay, this is with GLS most enabled. And it's still yeah, that
Well,
looks awesome.
is it enabled on the expression itself?
Yes. And I think I could tell because like even hovering
Yeah, there's a
over
lot of
the X
detail.
buttons is unresponsive.
Oh yeah, the UI is laggy.
Yeah.
That's how
Crazy
you
how
know
many things are
Glesmos is
pronounced differently
activated.
because I've always called it Glesmos.
Glesmos, like
Yeah.
Nice.
come on,
A little
Glesmos.
contentious.
Glasmos.
wow, you guys are going really deep into this thing.
Yeah, I'm not even scroll. I just stopped scrolling. It's still going.
It's the momentum.
It's
Okay, okay.
Wait, could you open
Adazma, I heard you
manipulators?
say GLSL on your video.
Yep.
I pronounce it Glizzle.
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 I have actually
The
never heard
turkey
of somebody say
glizzle.
that.
That is adorable.
Wait, so
All
could you
right.
open like the manipulator section?
Yep. Manipulators. Oh, we can
Sure.
tune it here. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Sort of, yeah. The L controls like how small it's going to get. Like basically, like it controls how many pixels are in the tiles, and
Uh-huh.
that, this,
Could we would this so this would reduce lag?
but it would also come with probably compromises to like how high the resolution is.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
yeah, like something like that.
Oh, it starts in a corner.
There we go.
And
Yeah,
by the way,
now
the
it's fast
setting
and
can
it gets
control
laggy,
how many
right.
things fit into the general thing.
So there's a wait, so there's a pixel display.
Oh, it's a polygon list. Right.
A polygon
Wait.
list.
So
Yeah,
wait,
It's not
why is it so laggy then?
That's why
because
Glesmo
there's so many polygons.
Because it's doing 10 iterations of the Mandarin. What do you mean?
No. What I mean is
Why is the
scrolling
UI
is laggy. Once
Well-
once it calculates it, it should.
Oh, you're
run
right.
like-
That
It's
Oh,
because there's so
yeah,
many
that actually
points
is
on
kind of
screen.
weird.
I mean, it still has to
ah.
display it.
No,
Yeah,
I know
there
why.
are 16 tiles.
This is
Oh, that's why the
why.
lines.
This is why. It's a classic lagger.
Oh,
Wait,
lines.
is
Draw
that
those
really?
curved boundaries.
Wait, is that a,
Wait, really?
really?
Yeah,
What?
the lines
Wait, really?
cause a huge hit in performance. Watch, I'm
Okay.
gonna disable all the lines, and it's gonna be lightning
That's-
fast now.
Okay,
Oh
time
my
for a
God.
lesson in graphics. So in graphics, everything's made out of triangles, and so that means that straight geometry is easy to draw because it can be made with like a few triangles. However, if you have curved geometry, then in order to make the curve, you need a shit ton of triangles. So that makes it like harder to draw.
Yeah.
Weird.
Thank you. Yes, that is. Yeah. So now it's running much quicker.
Yeah.
The caveat is now you can see these. Yeah, you can see the gaps between them.
Yeah, the artifacts. Yep.
So the way
But you can fix that by
fix that-
expanding the squares a little.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I just
You can
realized
fix it.
I could just fix this with
Oh,
Brush
watch it not
strokes.
work.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
this. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Point
Oh,
oh
trust
one.
you.
On the
Replace-
fly.
It might not work.
You have to make the zeros negative, no?
Oh no. Oh
No,
maybe.
because it did a set state.
I don't
Oh.
think
It
it's
needs
big
to be
enough
more
yet.
than 1.01.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do
Yeah,
that.
it's probably.
Now,
You
now I
could,
gotta,
like,
now I gotta go backwards.
Oh, one-
Just set it to
1.05
2.
would.
Just set it to 2.
Oh yeah,
Part
two
of
would still
Minecraft
work.
and Desmos. It should be
Oh, that
Two
would
would.
work. But then it'd lose. Then it would lose like a lot of that would
Yeah,
have
like,
to be.
a lot of
That's
quality.
true, yeah.
No, it would just offset.
That
it.
would do it. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
It sort of does. Yeah, it does it. I guess.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's just a little tip. The lines huge hit. So just pure polygons is the way to go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Actually, like if you pull it up, yep. If you shrink M, it should.
Oh.
That's what happens.
Huh.
Yeah, the S is control. The S and M both control the sizes of the graph. The S is kind of like yeah, that should shrink it down even more, and that should enlarge.
Mm-hmm.
Basically
that's
how the
getting a
S
little
works-
chaotic. Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's because the S controls how big the pixels are, like in terms
that's
of So if it becomes 0.1, it's probably going to be like 20 by 20 in terms of size, and when it's like 0.05, because there are 16 tiles. Yep. And by the way, yeah, that was the one that I was trying to talk about.
VF?
If it, yeah, VF.
Wow.
That's
What's it do?
Basically, what it's doing is, since I'm plotting the domain coloring using the HSV function,
Mm-hmm.
If I add sliders like this, I can control how much, basically how much the saturation and values change, and this essentially is a factor that accounts for how much the value is going to change. So if this value gets bigger, as you can see, the center part is going to get larger. Oh,
All right.
sorry, I mean like
You mean
brighter.
darker. Well, oh no, no, no.
No,
As it
yeah, as
increases,
it
it
goes
gets
to
larger.
5,
Yeah.
it's going to get brighter in general, so it's going to be less cooked.
The less cooked egg.
Yep.
Interesting.
And as it goes to like 1, it's going to get more of a hard-boiled egg.
Right.
That's the general idea. Egg.
I just opened up a graph of an egg as you said that.
I just
I
saw
think
there
you
was
were
an
going through my
interesting
Desmos
concept.
graphs and I clicked on egg. Then you said that.
Yeah, well,
Very cool.
I mean, I thought it could be an interesting concept because I do have a 500 iteration and more Mandelbrot, but
Jesus.
This is 10 iterations.
yeah, this is
And you-
the 10 iterations one, but I just thought the specific egg that the artifacts form around it looked kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's neat.
Patience is your virtue.
I
I
mean,
could
well.
not do that many. That's insane.
Yeah,
It is a
probably
virtuous
have-
egg.
I probably have 1,000 iteration one. Just let me find it. It's probably going to take like an hour to load though.
Wow.
man, what?
Otherwise, anything else? Any other comments?
Good egg.
Me
Mandelbrot.
window Desmos recursion pensive .
Oh
Awesome.
dear.
All right. Very cool. Make sure you finish sharing your screen. I don't know if that used the bandwidth or not.
Very
But
cool
yeah.
graph.
Oh yeah, by
Very
the way, here's the 500 iteration one. I just found it. I'll share it in the voice chat. Yep.
Yeah, I have.
Desmos said
Wow.
when no Desmos
Click on
recursion
that with
pensive face.
caution.
Oh, come on, not
Run this with caution. Yep.
All right. Time to spin the wheel.
Spin it.
Spin it.
Wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Is it gonna be?
And Caleb.
Is Caleb? Is Caleb in the call?
He's
don't know.
AWOL. Damn. He was here. He was
Rip.
here earlier.
Rip.
Damn.
All right. Skip him for now.
Wait,
So-
he's one of the math overlords, right?
Caleb is very good at helping with math because I remember he's helped me several times.
Definitely
No,
has
he's
like,
great.
He
correspondence as
seems
well.
to have a really
I'll
good
skip him
handle
for now.
on like analysis and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Me with some of my
Spinning.
The wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel.
Oh my god. No freaking
Not
way.
again.
Are you kidding me?
Spin it again.
Caleb, why?
The Desmos gods
again.
wanted to present.
Caleb cursed.
All right, spinning again.
A third time.
swear
A
to
third
God.
time.
And before it's Caleb
No.
again.
He's
No.
idealistic. He's also gone.
No,
Oh my
idealistic is
God.
here just. Oh,
No,
No, that-
that's
he's
still
also
going.
AWOL.
probably still
It's
gone. Yeah.
landed. Oh my gosh,
Right.
Oh yeah, that steals.
Alright.
Spin it.
bruh.
That steals it in here.
Spin it. Jump.
Oh,
John!
let's go.
The man, the legend.
Yay! Hello.
I'm so excited for this one.
Alright, I'll share my screen, I guess.
Please.
Oh, that's the epic animation.
So I'm wondering how laggy this is gonna be.
Oh, it is.
because
Oh, it is bad. I am so sorry to anybody that tries to load it.
I think. Wait, I
You can also
think
just play
to
the
everyone who
video.
hasn't seen it, I think you should probably play the video first. Just
Yeah.
show us all.
The thing that I submitted was an art piece because I didn't want my actual submission
Whoa.
to be very laggy, so I made this to submit, but the graph I have in a separate link outside of this. over here. But I'll play the video.
Please do.
Is the art
Alright.
piece what
Oh, I
happens
made
when
it.
like a meteor tries to hit the Earth, but the Earth has an Uno reverse card?
Please don't copyright my stream.
It's a good description of it. So kind of, I listen to a lot of Creo music, and Creo has this
That's how
very
we got the
distinct
mood.
art style, and I tried to recreate the kind of vibe. I've got a whole document of my progress while making this graph,
Yeah.
and like the different
Google.
components that I put together to make it.
Holy
wow.
shit!
So there's some
Those
references.
are all individual folders, right?
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
these are different graphs in different stages of the graphs. So like the title art would be the main thing over here. And each of the main scenes that I have is broken down into a graph, and there are like different things. By far the most difficult part was the icosphere, because that was just a pain.
I think you should show it. There might be people here who haven't actually seen it, so I think you
Okay.
should show the video. Yeah.
I'll show the video first.
And make sure. Hopefully you have sound.
Yeah. Can you guys hear this?
The absolute demo.
Get ready for Des epicness.
This
Hope I
is
don't get copyrighted by you.
unbelievable.
Desmos
Comic
scenes.
Stands.
Comic Sans. The trademark.
That's John's signature. It's great.
Best font ever.
I love how smooth it is.
Oh yeah.
How did he get the smoothness?
That's my favorite shot.
Oh wow.
Oh, I love it.
When the man over that.
I really like the color on that one.
Thank you.
That's like my 6th time watching that.
Explanation coming.
It's my
soon.
3rd time.
Thank you.
Is that,
Thank you.
is that
I
video
appreciate
like
it.
real time?
And I'm not a person
This
who
is
watches multiple
this is
videos multiple
absolutely
times
not
usually.
real time. The way that I
Yeah.
made this is you can see in over here I have anim slow. This is the real time of the video in seconds. So each frame I spent
Holy
like
crap!
60 seconds rendering, and then I sped this up, I believe, 200,000 times.
Holy
Or not
crap.
200,000 times, but quite a lot, because I rendered this all overnight and it was still running when I woke up in the
That's
morning.
insane.
This is like Wiwaxia silver levels of patience.
Oh dear.
It's like, you're already.
I
You're
was
already an
originally
hour
gonna
in.
animate it all
that's
in.
an hour mark right there. Like.
Yeah, I was originally going to animate it all in one graph, but that just got way too performance heavy, so I broke it down into each of these and used some JavaScript to
So
stitch
all of
them all
these are
together.
the things that you actually
Wow.
used in your
Don't you have
graph.
to,
but
don't you
Yeah,
have to submit
so
one graph to art? Not
How
just-
many graphs is that
you
in
do.
total?
So I
Your video.
I took all of these and I brought them into one graph for the art contest, and that
wow.
is this, which is
Okay.
the culmination of everything. But I didn't want to submit a really laggy graph, so I just
You
submitted like a
ruined it.
thumbnail for the graph, and then I've got the
Oh.
links and everything.
And
for
then
it.
the video.
Alright.
Yeah,
Me too.
Why not? That's a good thumbnail.
I mean,
Yes.
it works. It's pretty solid,
Destroy everything.
and it's only like 40 some expressions.
Yeah. Wait. You have? Oh my. That has texture.
It does. I used I tried to make my own Curlin noise, but I looked it up on Wikipedia, and I looked at another Desmos graph that did it, and I was like, no, that looks like a lot of effort. So I just made a 2D array, or not
I
a
had a
2D
video on
array, but a
Curlin
1D
noise.
array. Yeah,
A lot of effort says
and
the
I did
person who
cosine
compiled
interpolation
that.
between different points. We got the
Mind
That is
function
blowing.
for sign noise.
Absolute
The
mind
thumbnail
blowing.
alone is amazing.
Wait a second, this is being
Like,
streamed on YouTube? I actually didn't know that.
Yes.
Buddies?
By Ranny,
Buddies.
yeah.
The
Oh.
yeah.
Actually, interesting stream.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
it
one of
is.
the watchers right now. It's me! Oh my gosh!
That's crazy.
That's
Wow.
wild.
Oh my
We
See
got
how
like a
sounds?
whole inception going with my stream right here. Eventually, it's gonna catch up to real time.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have it live.
huh.
That's
Oh,
wild.
that's. Oh my god.
That's mostly it.
Nice.
I've got a bunch of references that I
What is your
use for different
favorite clip?
things. My favorite, my favorite would definitely have to be the icosphere, just because this took the longest. I spent 2 days in chemistry working on this.
Wow.
So,
Which part of the video was that?
that was this.
This. Okay. Wow.
So to make this, I had to make an icosahedron, and then I tried to tile each of the surfaces of an icosahedron with subdivided triangles, but I wanted it to be neat and really nice, and so I decided to break down each of the triangles into 2 different lists. So I have like a paper of how I tried to do that. So there's like one line that snakes around and then one that goes up and down. So then I plotted out the coordinates of those and wrote functions that would do the things that those coordinates do, and I used that to subdivide the triangles. And after that, I had to apply the triangles, but I was using spherical coordinates, which was probably a really bad idea because as I tried to make a transform function for the top, I didn't take into account that it would automatically converge even if I had like a consistent angle, I guess, going around it. So then I had to write another transform function, and it just got to be a huge, massive mess to deal with it. And when I finally got over with it, I was like, yes, we're past this. You know?
Did you use a reference for it?
I did not use a reference.
Okay, it looks straight out of like Bees and Bombs, the Twitter account. So that is
absolutely.
This is the only reference that I did, but I referenced this through something that I made. So I designed this in Infinity Designer before I designed this in Desmos, and then I did some sketches of the other scenes. And I did reference LCD display for the circuit board because I didn't want to get that wrong. That would be quite embarrassing.
How did you get
What is
the
that?
smooth animation? Like, did you use Beziers or?
I have a folder that's got all of the tools that I use. So I have Bezier curves that I can just, I don't know how to pronounce that, Bezier curves that I can just animate with that, and then I have Bezier 2D. I call them Bezier curves. I just hope that nobody picks on it. And I've got other functions for rotation, linear interpolation, and I put my entire 3D rendering thing into here because I made like a separate project for rendering in 3D just using Trig. But that's most of it. And then we've got triangular numbers because I needed to do a lot of stuff with triangular numbers to get my subdivided triangular surface.
So they're all separate graphs. How did you time them? Yeah, that's my question.
All right. I had the music in mind to start with, and the first thing that I did before I even started making any of the graph was I got timestamps by looking at it in Audacity, and I just tried to visualize and storyboard like what would happen at what time. And because if you use sliders, I don't know what mode they're in, but the mode where they run continuously, it runs like they increment the slider by 1 per second. So I figured I would just use an animation slider and then I could do different things with this. And each of the graphs is controlled by like a master slider. So if I found piano, I could probably find piano master somewhere in here. I don't have it very organized. Circle point illusion, circle P master. So this uses linear interpolation and it just controls a master slider that goes from 0 to 1. And then from this master slider, I animate everything else within this. If that makes sense. So all of the timings are variable. If I were to change the numbers over here, it would change like what beat the different animations played on.
So each folder has their own
Yeah,
Yeah.
each
So,
folder
okay.
is like a
Right. Right.
graph. Each folder is a scene that goes into it.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
wondering about the timing. That was nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. That this to like camera. I think no, there was a part in there the camera motion really struck me where like no, I can't say the shot by hand, but on top of my head, but it was when the camera pans down. Is before this. Is before this.
Oh,
Before
it was.
yes, this one, that one was
This
striking.
is one of my favorites because
Uh,
I was like, I need to do a smooth transition because my idea was that I wanted to do a scene with triangles. This is kind of like a triangle
yep.
with a deltoid, but it spins into this triangle and then it goes down to another relaxed triangle.
That was awesome.
They pronounced rouleau.
I love how it just like it
Rouleau.
looks like it's comes straight out of After Effects, like motion graphics.
Yeah, no, it
looks
didn't
amazing.
look like Desmos. It looked like it just looked exterior.
It's
External.
like the Beauty of Bezier Curves video by Freya Home, if you've watched that.
I love that video. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's the 3v1 round
That one
contest
transition
right?
there really captured it. Yeah. In the
Can you
3v1
send it to
round
me?
contest.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, I'll send a link in the chat. She rendered it in Unity with her shapes library.
Near the end of it, I kind of got a little lazy because the original plan was I had a graph here which would track my progress and I was going to like do progress day by day. But winter break happened and I kind of just didn't do progress, you know? And so then I come back to school and I'm like, oh crap, I've got 15 days to finish this. So the end of it was a crunch. The end of it was definitely a crunch.
It
But I'm
felt
still really
like
happy
it
with
a
it.
little
the
bit.
last two, I think I made the last two levels of Desmos. Played like a full quarter of the levels in the literally like last 2 or 3 days.
Oh yeah.
But
The original goal was to get it done 10
those are the
days
hardest ones.
beforehand, but that did not happen. I got it done like 2 days beforehand.
That shot, the one you're at right now, that's just you taking advantage of even odd roll, right?
That is. So I just
Okay.
did a bunch of lines and I made them spin. And then I said, okay, if it's below the line, add one. If it's not, do nothing. And then I would do modulus 1 or modulus 2. Modulus 1? Yeah, modulus 2 to check if it's even or odd. And if it's even, I would shade it. If it's odd, I wouldn't. Something like that. This was actually like the scene that had the least going into it. This scene had hardly anything. This is the entire scene.
That's it. That's that entire clip.
That's this entire clip.
One expression. Damn. Oh yeah, your index. Yeah, as a rule of thumb, as soon as you index inside like summations and products, it is such a hit in performance. They just do not like indexing.
It's brutal. There are so many things that I could have optimized in this, but I just didn't. Like in the piano scene, I wasn't thinking ahead of time, so I did all of the piano notes just based on points instead of parametrics, which means that when I tried to iterate the pianos recursively, or not recursively, but I needed to spread out each of the notes, I had to do each one individually. So that was fun to deal with. We just have a whole massive list of each of the notes.
So you must and I'm just wondering this. When Eli came and sent the message of like, yeah, we want 1,000 milliseconds ideally, were you already too deep by that point?
It was already too deep. When I saw, okay, so I wasn't there when I saw the message, but I got a notification of Ranny's video and I was like, oh, cool things to improve my submission. I should look at this. And I look at this and everything's going good. And then I see the secret tip from Eli and I'm like, oh crap, I'm already halfway into this. I can't just stop now.
I'm already too far gone.
I'm already too far gone. So I came up with a secret game plan, a plan B, which is that I would submit this. And this is technically my graph, you know, but it's not really. I'm hoping that they judge it based off of this, but they judge it based off of the performance of this graph.
It's a good graph. This one with the texture, it's quite spectacular on its own.
Hopefully that's good enough to get me like a
Holy shit,
decent
Caleb
amount
is
of
here.
kills
Caleb is
for
here.
start.
Caleb is here.
Caleb's here.
In the chat.
Caleb's
Caleb is
here.
here.
Oh, someone subscribed. What?
Hey, wait, is Caleb here? I don't see him in the
Thank
chat.
you for subscribing.
Alright,
Anyway.
so fill me in. Who is he?
Wait, Caleb didn't even submit anything. What the fuck?
Well, no, that's convenient because idealistic introvert was landed on twice. So he could go next, I guess.
Wait, what? What?
Alright,
How
are
is
we ready
Caleb
to
on
move
there if
on?
Caleb didn't submit anything? What?
It must have been a mistake on my part. Yeah. Otherwise, John, anything else that you want to share?
That's about all that I have to share. I'll probably be putting out an explanation video soon for like more in-depth stuff, but I haven't even finished the script for that yet.
Yes,
So
go subscribe to John.
something
if
to
you
look
haven't
forward
already.
to.
Awesome. That is amazing. This graph, the thumbnail graph and the actual graph is a magnum opus. I hope you win despite the terrible performance. But yeah.
Thank you, Habanera. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So, in terms of the wheel, it's idealistic introvert. You're gonna wait again? Okay. So yeah, it landed on you twice. Okay, so Caleb, let me remove Caleb or hide him. Where's the hide? Because he apparently doesn't have one. My bad. And again, at me if you're not on the list and you want to be on the list. Shown on the wheel. No. Okay. All right. Let me.
What's
let
up?
me now-
Hi, Caleb.
Oh,
The wheel.
The wheel.
okay. Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Spin the
The
wheel.
wheel.
Spin the wheel. Fire
No, you're getting it wrong.
Desmos and
It's just
Desmos.
We're
no,
about to
it's,
do.
you're getting it wrong. It's IO lame.
Wait.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fire
true.
Flame, share your screen. I don't even know where to begin.
Okay.
No
Yeah,
lesson
how you
name.
do this one. Yeah, I
So
have no idea.
here we go.
No, this one.
I'm gonna hide the list
No.
and swipe to open.
Oh.
The most
Ridiculous thing.
So the story of this graph is mostly a story of improving performance, because oh man, like the ability to show and hide the graph here is motivated by performance, because if I do sine of x here, then it takes a moment to trigger. But if you like reset the graph and then pause it, it updates like twice as fast. So that's why the show and hide button is there. But besides the performance, most of my time was actually spent on the typing. Because
Yeah.
there are so many special cases.
Yeah,
They show
The brackets work good, which shocks
yeah,
me.
that's stunning how you managed to.
Add the
Yeah.
brackets and just
For
like
that
this
font
was
rendering in
fast.
general, just a pain.
So how Desmos works is you like type sine and then it sees sine, but it sees it as like 3 separate letters. I have to store everything as a separate node, and it's in an always parsed state. Oh, okay. I have an older graph here, where it shows the tree structure of the nodes. Probably around like I save a lot of checkpoints. Yeah, over here somewhere. Q tree view. Okay, so if I enable this slider, then it will show each expression as a tree. And this was the old selection method. Oh man. Okay, anyway. You hit sine, and how it works is sine is actually implemented as a binary operator, where the left argument is the contents and the right argument is the close paren.
Nice.
So the purpose of that, I mean, the convenience of that is that it has the same exact structure as stuff like plus, left and right. And you keep track of the parents and everything. Oh, and the color scheme it was purple. I realized too late that it was GeoGebra, so I switched it to blue.
Ew,
I didn't want it to be
GeoGebra.
green because that would be like too similar to
Who
Desmos.
Too
Yellow?
Any other
We
color
don't have
is bad.
It's copyrighted.
Oh, you're already
We don't have
saying it.
Aside from the fact that this is Desmos itself.
Desmos and
Oh.
Desmos.
I just realized I never changed the color for the cursor. It's the default green color.
Oh.
Oh, though the colors for the graph here, so I'm gonna hit the randomize button to get some graphs. These are the same as Desmos colors.
Oh, and does it generate in the same way? So it goes like red, blue, green, purple. Does it generate in that? Oh, orange, purple, black.
Do you have a Bernard graph?
Can it do
I'll
Bernard?
talk about Bernard in a moment. So Desmos goes red, blue, green, orange, purple, black.
Oh my god, there's so many people on this call.
Though I think I skipped. No, I did all those colors. Well, my favorite part was the scroll bar. I expected it to be hard, but it was super simple to do. It's a draggable image.
Oh, nice.
It's a 1 pixel gray image that you could drag. So it goes purple, and then black. Yeah, so it's the same order as Desmos.
That's cool.
I just realized I'm late to this, but you use your own font for the text. I just realized.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's
It
what
can
I'm
do
listening
implicit.
Okay, let me check what line it's on. 365.
Jesus Christ.
You have a whole index?
There's an index. He's got an appendix.
Yes, so I used the Symbolo font version 10. Version 11 is actually too restrictive of a license, so I had to do version 10.
Huh.
And funny enough, Symbolo font is the same font that Desmos uses.
Perfect.
That's how I like figured it out.
Wait, is Desmos not the default latex font? Let me see. I didn't notice.
There
It
is
looks
no
like
one
this is
latex font. There's
Desmos uses
there's
multiple
lots.
different fonts.
MathQuill uses, let's see if I can pull it up, Symbola Basic, which is a limited subset of it. Like it's only 6 kilobytes. The entire Symbola is super huge. I have to switch to screen share in my whole screen. Stop streaming and then share my entire screen. Screen one. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna folder LaTeX Desmos. So actually, all of my icons are from Symbola. If you're in the looking at the Discord like off topic channel, I sent a lot of screenshots of like interesting blocks of Unicode where it's just crazy symbols.
That's a lot of symbols.
Yeah. So
This
like,
is- wow.
Whoa.
Oh
Wait,
boy, I
what's
need
that?
a symbol for integrating over a quaternion. Oh, they gotta have it handy right here.
Erase. Wow.
Me and the
yeah,
boy.
erase
Why
to the
is
left is the backspace.
Is that
the top half of the integral and then the bottom half of an integral?
Yeah.
That's
So
such
the
symbols.
point of this is if you had like ASCII math, then you can have like the top half on one line and the bottom half on another
Oh
line.
my god, I don't like
Is that
that.
actually how it does it? Wait, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
integration.
actually
I
how
like
LaTeX
the
renders
little
it.
dude with the face. One second.
Oh,
that is
I
close.
like this guy.
Ooh, a keyboard. It's meta.
That's
Oh yeah, here's all the integral symbols.
That's so many integral symbols.
What else? Oh, the arrow keys are from. Oh, and the dice symbol for random.
Oh,
That's
I
pretty
originally
cool.
wanted to. Why are you not pulling up?
Do you import the entire symbol in here?
No. So what I do is it's a fork of, I mean, like, it's just a branch on my local computer of SVG to Desmos, where I type in what characters I want on here. So like LW_0 = 0 means create list 0 as the sequence of points, and also write down the width of it. I don't need the width for the other characters because they're all 8. They're all the same. The current public release of SVG to Desmos currently uses parametrics for the list stuff, but that was kind of laggy. So it's all converted to polygons now. So if you zoom in really close, you could see that it's not quite perfect curves.
Oh, you're not actually using parametrics.
I'm not actually using parametrics.
Smart. That's
understandable.
There are
Polygons
different
are much
parametrics in
less
this whole
laggy.
graph.
How did you deal with the sharp corners if the polygon didn't land it on the? Or you just
like the sharp curves here. It just
like the serifs.
I figured out how to determine how many line segments you need for a given curve. Like if your curve is almost straight, like this, the curve on the open paren, these segments are pretty long.
Oh.
But if it's a sharp corner, it needs to use more samples, so it uses shorter segments. And it's also based on the size of the curve. So if we look inside the game die here, in the font, these are actually like circles and ellipses, but since it's so small, it's just like a few straight lines makes it good enough.
Interesting.
Nice.
Another benefit of using lines, of using polygons instead of parametrics, is that something like this, the graph upwards symbol, it's mostly straight lines. In fact, I think it's completely straight lines. The parametric, you would have to guess at where the sample points are, because like if you get one sample point over here, one sample point like to the right, then it cuts off the corner.
Yep.
So you need to sample
that is what I
thousands
was
of
thinking.
points. You need to sample thousands of points if you were doing a parametric to get close to that corner. But I put a special case in there. If it's just a straight line, you just need the 2 endpoints, and then bam, you're done. No matter how long it is.
Like, we all love parametrics here, but as soon as list comprehensions came out, it's got its ass kicked. Like, there's very little reason to use parametrics now, only for
Friendship ended with
discontinuity.
parametrics. Polygons are my new best friend.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And let's see what else. The numbers on the graph are also parametrics.
You mean polygons?
Polygons, yes. So it uses the font. But I had a little issue because like when it gets too big, I'm just gonna reset the graph. I'm doing too much zooming. Oops, that's undo.
Oh yeah, where Bernard? Where Bernard?
We'll talk about Bernard immediately after the number thing. Okay, so here we have the graph, and as I zoom out, it gets needing more and more digits to represent the numbers. And the issue with the polygon thing is that I kind of had to hard code it for the maximum number of digits. So I set it up so it could support 3 digits here. But if it's more than that, I switched to labels, Desmos labels.
Huh.
That has the side benefit of also converting automatically to scientific notation. If you get big numbers. And I was not about to implement that all myself.
Yeah.
Because
that's pretty smart.
The main reason I had to convert from labels is, let's say we have the graph x is less than 0. Okay. That's x is less than 0. It's going to swap to the graph view before it renders. But the issue with that is that the labels show up on top of the graph, which in general is a good thing for Desmos, but in this case, you can't really see other stuff. Also, the labels show up on top of any UI elements.
Yeah.
But that's why I switched to polygons for the labels.
Whoa,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people here.
Welcome, Fastroid.
Hi.
Oh, join the club.
Hey.
Did you make a graph for the contest?
I think I might have submitted the stretchy functions graph, but I don't remember, honestly.
Huh. Well, yeah, we're taking turns, so if you want.
All right.
Then.
All right. I'm
Put
probably
yourself
just
on
gonna.
the wheel.
I'm probably just gonna mute and watch, honestly. I'm
Alright.
just curious to see everybody's stuff.
Oh,
So how does the actual graph rendering work?
I'm scared
we'll
to ask
talk
that.
to that after showcasing Desmos. Sorry, showcasing Bernard.
All right.
Bernard.
So unfortunately, there's no decimal points here.
I
There's
didn't
no
make a
decimal
video about
points.
that someday.
So you have to do it gently with fractions. But you get Bernard. Wait,
Bernard.
different.
Wait, Bernard and Irelands?
Bernard in Desmos and Desmos, yes.
Now, is
Bernard
this
and
hard
Desmos
coded,
in Desmos.
or is this actually a product?
Now you need to make Desmos.
It's
Now
actually
we need
part of the graphics.
Desmos and Bernard.
So
You implemented the quad tree rendering inside of Desmos inside of Desmos?
no, I just uses Desmos' native quad tree rendering.
Okay. That would have been insane.
So
What the marvelous?
I mean, it just uses Desmos' rendering. If we it is the not there plot render. I wish I added the outline much earlier because I just added the outline a few days ago. And it's it's so convenient. Or actually, I added the outline like 2 weeks ago, but I added the line numbers 2 days ago, and the line numbers are so much better because when you scroll on my laptop, it's white most of the time. So
But maybe in that way it was better to add it later because you would have to update every single time you added it.
No, I did it with a script, of course.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
This is Firefly Math.
So it uses this script here. When you run it, it converts all the folders to like bowling and properly, or sorry, the notes, because there's no nested folders. So I created my own nested folders. And the number of folder icons indicates how nested it is. And that's used in the outline.
That's an interesting notation.
And the script also generates that outline at the top.
Really well organized, I have to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do this if it wasn't well organized.
I can't imagine how you made any of this. I'm just too scared to ask about like its inner workings. This is unbelievable.
I have a quick question. Does this do regressions?
No, there's no button for regressions, and there's no button for sliders. It was actually super easy to implement sliders, but it would be super laggy. Like, it just wouldn't be a good experience. I just have to do an extra case because a slider, like let's say you have a variable a. Oh, by the way, you can click on the.
I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. There's so much stuff going on.
There is a lot here that's hidden.
I forgot what we were talking about. The slider. Oh yeah. So how this works? Evaluation. So at the simplest case is if you have a node which is a monadic function like sine or cosine. So it takes a type. Type equals 1 corresponds to...
Monad is a monoid of the category of endofunctors.
Hush. I just... I took that terminology from like array-based languages like APL. I just monadic and dyadic functions from that. Or is it state documentation? I'm gonna pin it up here. Oops, not that button. Okay.
Desmos said a monad is a monoid in the category of endofunctors.
We were down here near the bottom. Type equals 1 corresponds to parentheses. So it just returns the same value that's input. And type equals 2 corresponds to sign, and so on. But the way this is structured is really based on performance. Because if I had a separate function here, like if each eval L here was a separate function, then that would require it forces Desmos to recompile each of these separately. So it's passed in as a separate argument. And same thing for the dyadic functions. You get
You forgot to delete one parenthesis up top.
Yeah, there's a
what?
There's an empty parentheses.
Yeah, whoops, yeah. Okay, thank you. Oh, I missed an optimization. I didn't have very good I fixed this optimization later on, but you can make the graph a little faster by removing that tail condition, because this should never go to the default clause, and that condition adds an extra few instructions. So oh man, I might have been able to increase the nesting depth by 1 if I caught that. I mean, I also could have like combined type 1 and 2 to like type is less than or equal to 2. Return eval L plus 2 type minus 1 times eval R, but I mean, I just wanted to keep it readable.
That'd be faster?
I'm actually not sure. It just seems shorter. Whatever. So the main evaluation here, that's just slices.
What's your main folder? Because this is such a
I'm looking at.
graph.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay,
Yeah.
the main folder here. So this is the eval 0 function. This is the main one. And it branches based on whether it's a sine cosine type or a plus minus type, or or just a number. And then I had to use wax scope variables, or by their more recent name, dynamic scope variables, because the left value is called twice. So I could do that by nesting functions, but that ended up being slower. So I used it dynamic scoping, where as soon as you enter the function here, it computes the left argument, and the right argument is computed separately. And then it calls the corresponding helper functions.
Wait, what? Don't know that. Dynamic scoping.
Yeah, I
So-
don't. I'm not familiar with that either. What do you mean
Okay, let me
dynamic
pull up
variable scoping?
a new graph. Yeah, dynamic scoping is a well-known feature. I mean, for now, I think it's only preserved for backwards compatibility. So let's say you have f of x equals x squared.
Yeah.
But you can also do it if you had x plus 1 squared. You could instead say a equals x plus 1. That is not an equal sign. Replace the x plus 1 with a, and it gives the same thing.
Yeah, I've done that. That's some wonky stuff right there.
And the benefit of this comes when like you use a twice, because it avoids recomputing whatever the expression for a is.
Wait.
Really?
Wax scope variables actually
Is
prevent
that actually
recomputing?
like confirmed?
I think the
you
main
can
reason
see it when
they're
Because I've done that before. I've done that in hopes of optimization.
yeah, sometimes it helps. Most of the time sometimes it does not. If you have a piecewise like this, then the wax scope part will never be reached. But A still gets evaluated every time.
Yeah,
Oh.
so that's not good.
So
Yeah, it's not great.
that's the detriment. But the computation time is not the limiting factor in Desmos and Desmos. It's the compiled expressions. So let me show how I test this. So we have function compute context. Whoops, that's gotta clear all this stuff. So if you do C equals compute context, then C dot, oh, I should zoom in here so that you can read it a little better. C dot analysis tells you the compiled stuff for each expression. And we don't want eval 0, we want where it's called. Eval 0 is called in eval root 0. Ah, I think, no, that's not what we want. We want it. What? Oh, whatever.
I just noticed your graph
This
URL.
works fine enough as an illustration.
I just noticed your
Eval
graph
0.
URL.
Oh yeah, Kulikowski sequence.
Nice.
Oh right, the ID is just eval 0. That makes it simple. So C dot analysis eval 0 dot concrete tree dot chunk. So it's 4,108 instructions. But it gets compiled to oh, no, that's the wrong one again. Let's try 1766. Yeah. Dot function. Okay. Let's click on that and then do the prettify. So this whole function on the left, the sine 20x over x squared plus 1, is compiled to exactly this. So once it's compiled, it's what you would see in Desmos. I think it's a little. What? Why is it?
Interesting. I just want to say that this has been presenting for 30 minutes. If you could say your final last.
Oh
favorite
yeah.
feature.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
been kind of going on.
Yeah.
You guys saw Bernard. You guys saw Bernard. What else?
Is that Henry?
Henry?
Does Henry exist?
No. Henry at least doesn't exist on my computer.
Henry question mark?
What about what is the other, like, the sister of Bernard? Herbiderb.
Herbiderb. What the hell?
I've always thought Herbiderb was male.
Oh. Okay, well, the brother
Okay.
of Bernard.
So here's all the actions for the typing. And this first case handles the case in which you press the button X. And it's all that just for the button X.
Oh, you have one for each. Oh, that's so organized.
So Nalatic includes X, Y, and the digits. The dyadic ones here are plus, minus, times, and that's it. So this required a lot of special handling because it's stored in an always parsed state, so it has the tree. So if you put a multiplication inside an addition, then it has to wrap it. Oh, sorry, the other way around. If you put an addition inside multiplication, it has to wrap it in parentheses in order for the precedence to be respected. So there's a lot of handling of detecting when it needs to be wrapped and automatically wrapping that.
I'm gonna say it. This is definitely the case where you put so much detail into here. I'll be hard pressed if people actually encounter this. Like, this is so detailed, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, Okay,
Ow.
that similar handling is needed for a common case. Like, let's say you have x times 2. If you press plus here, once it's at x times 2, you want the plus to include the result of x times 2. Like that.
Yeah.
But if you put x plus 2, and then you press times from there, you want times to be from the result of 2. Not from the result of x plus 2.
Wait, the order of operations, basically?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I've gone over pretty much everything. Oh, the horizontal
Okay.
scrolling. If your
Horizontal-
expression
oh
is
my
too
gosh.
wide. Oh man. Okay. I'll stop immediately after this.
Okay.
Oh.
This probably is the most detailed graph, but it's suspiciously simple.
Suspiciously simple, right? Like if your expression is too wide, you can move to the right and it automatically scrolls.
Wow.
Like, man, there is so much going on to make sure that it always makes sense.
I think Desmos will appreciate this.
Yeah, see,
Um,
this is why Fireflame, or sorry, Flame needs to be hired as a Desmos developer.
Yeah, pretty much. He's the most qualified here.
Yeah.
One
He
thing
literally developed a Desmos.
He built Desmos from Desmos.
Oh, by the way, guys, if
one
you're not
thing
aware,
I'm
you
a
can
bit curious
click on the
about
circles
is
to change the color.
when I was trying
okay.
Desmos. When
Sorry,
I was
Andrew, can you
trying
go again?
Yeah, how did you do that?
Desmos thing, I was wondering if a negative exponentiation was possible.
Oh yeah.
E to the negative x. I'm sorry if I interrupted anything, by the way.
Well, the minus sign doesn't really exist, or like negative doesn't exist, so you'd have to do 0 minus
divide
x.
it. One divided by x.
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Oh, or that. Huh. Interesting.
Oh, okay. X to the 0 minus x.
All right, just to keep things moving,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
going to cut you off. But yeah, this is remarkable.
The most
Thank
impressive
you.
Desmos and Desmos.
Whoa, Desmos and Desmos. Just...
I don't know what I would do during the next contest.
Oh my.
I just have no idea.
It's
All
if
right.
you call art.
We're in different age categories. Because everybody in that age category is screwed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I would be in
rip.
17 to 18 category because.
All right. Time.
What? I'm in the 19 category and I couldn't do that. What the
Wheel.
heck? Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Is Emma underscore back? Yes, he's back.
Yay.
I think he's back. It is N underscore with
You mean
his
N underscore
self-portrait V2.
You forgot the hashtag.
So do you want to share your screen, or should I share the graph? I can share it. Okay. Yeah, I'll actually acquire it on Reddit.
ATO Gamer Shark wants to be put on the wheel.
Where
Should we
is
say it?
There we go.
Sharp?
Oh, that's him.
Underscore. Where's the graph link? Yes.
Didn't he
I haven't actually clicked on the graph yet myself.
Like, I love like the image of where he had his like last year's submission compared to this year's
Yeah.
submission. That was really
As soon as I got to
that
see
looks
this,
good.
I knew immediately this was a sequel. It's super iconic. Yeah, the shading is fantastic
Yeah, I
on
love
this.
the little
Better than last time.
And our favorite.
Bernard. Bernard, pocket.
Bernard.
Bernard.
It's
Bernard
all
pocket
parametric.
protector.
Wow,
Oh.
that's amazing. No, the shading
You kind of
here.
see the inside of the shirt, like by the neck. The inside of the shirt, there's a little black shadow.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of attention to detail. Wow.
There's a lot, and the posterized effect is perfect.
Wait, did you have a reference image when you did this?
Shading folder. Shading. Let's see the shading.
Look
Yep.
around.
All parametrics.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
All individual parametric. Yeah. Look. Wow. Look at that. This one's.
That's amazing.
That is just such a complicated shape.
As your code?
That right there.
The hell?
Did you? So
Sternocleidomastoid are visible.
use the reference. The Python script in resources was used. Okay. Right. Let's see the. It's in resources. Is it in resources here? Or
The resources
that-
channel.
Oh, in resources. Ah, yes, resource channel. Yeah. So wait, did you use your reference was that a straight like photographic reference, or did you posterize it first and then bring that over and as a reference? And posterize is a fancy word for making it like simple. Use
Like flat
okay.
colors, yeah.
Quantize.
Okay. So both how like so wait, let me check resources just to see the script. Assuming it's here.
God damn it! Now we have bots in my stream posting links.
So does it take so the Python script it takes what does the Python script read exactly and how does it put it in, or like I'm just wondering what the process was to create this. That's it. Oh, it writes these. So this is an example of what it writes. Okay, and the point parametrics you did by hand? Wow. 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 That's amazing. Raw. Oh. Huh. Wait. Does this count as undefined?
I think it does.
The empty spaces.
Yeah, the blanks are undefined.
Oh my gosh, that would have been helpful to know. I've been going out of my way and writing 0 for all those.
Well, it makes it more clear that it's intentional.
Huh. Yeah, true. It's true. If an onlooker sees this, they'll be like, wait, did he miss values? Oh, busy cursor. Let's see the control points. Wow. Sheesh.
Nice control points.
Huh. Those are the weights. Wow. Right hand, join, raw shirt.
Raw shirt.
And raw eyebrows.
Looks amazing.
Oh yes, I'll have my eyebrows medium rare, please.
Very awesome. Otherwise, yeah, that's I don't know. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a solid realistic portrait, which is this is also the first manual portrait I think to use the color functions and the styling, at least natively. Because what was it? No, the one last year, the self-portrait in the oldest category. That one was interesting because that one used the default palette, which was kind of unbelievable. This one's leveraging. Now we can finally achieve like genuinely
It's more
realistic photos.
Realistic coloring.
We no longer have to overlay several different default Desmos
Yep.
colors to get a specific color.
Pretty much. Though I'm glad we did have to do that because that was good training for just overlaying. Open raw 7 folder. Raw 7.
I got some of that training too because I didn't even know there were custom colors until recently.
Okay, yep.
Ow.
I was
Whoa.
okay. I forgot about the face. What did I do
wow.
there? That's all right. Let me hide these. Hold on. That's
Hey, what's about the
unbelievable.
tattoos?
He tatted up. I like the style you're going for there. Very intimidating. Nose has a separate one. Lips has a separate one. Ears have a separate. Wow.
Major Aborigine vibes.
That unbelievable. Yeah, and you see, so these are the actual. You can see the actual curves. that are generated. Wow.
Oh wow.
Train map, huh? This alone is just like a testament to doing this in Desmos. Because if you were to take this elsewhere, you couldn't get this visualization, which I don't know. That's really awesome.
You try doing that in GeoGebra and tell me how that goes.
You can't do so much in GeoGebra. It's unbelievable. Like it's not for you can't do art in GeoGebra. Good luck.
Well, GeoGebra has like
Yeah.
more features.
Any other folder of notes that you want to point us to, or that's all? Am I doing that on a TI-84? Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is very cool.
Oh come on, Adapsa. No, Texas Instrument is the bad guy here.
Try turning off some shading folders. Yeah, let's decompose it.
Break it up into vector components.
Oh my. Okay, wow. Huh. Okay.
Oh.
What's it look like without the colors?
This one alone, this is just mega upgrade into Infinity Beyond.
Mega.
And this one
without it, it looks even worse than last year. So critical.
Wow. Huh. Is there a reason why is there a reason shading 2 only contains these aspects of it?
RTX off, RTX on.
Underscore becoming progressively uncanny.
Very nice fire skill.
What if you try just the shading, but no flat color? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Holy crap.
Kind of spooky.
That's amazing. Like,
oh wow. It's transparent. You did the shading.
yeah. That just shows that the shading paid off. Oh, you even got like look, the ear has its own little like red.
Oh, is that Herobrine?
Herobrine in Desmos.
Oh
dear. Herobrine in real.
Herobrine in real life. This is not clickbait.
Wow.
Herobrine has made its way to the out competition.
Herobrine. Yeah, I just the shirt. I love the wrinkle over here, and the shadows over here. Yeah, this is solid. Solid.
It's wonderful.
Herobrine in Desmos. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's iconic. Anything? Yeah. Anything else? Helper circles.
This is probably one of the most performant.
Oh,
graphics
helper
on
straight
the
edge.
book.
So this folder is where the magic happens. I take it. This is where you systematically place every single curve and append it. Template curve. Yep. Oh no, here's the template curves. Oh my gosh, you have different degrees. Interesting.
That's cool.
That's really in control. Bezier curves, 4 orders to choose from. And that's all manual. Yeah, that a lot of work must have gone into this. Index. Yeah. So anything else? Any other thing before we go to the next one? That's about it.
The
Great
eyes.
job. This one
They
is
stare into your soul.
unbelievable. You're probably going to win in your category, honestly. Like we've never seen layered, just such complex placements.
All of us are doing stuff that Desmos might actually not call art, just because we call it art.
True.
Performance is an art form in and of itself.
They're gonna be like, we were looking for like pictures. You ran ahead and made another Desmos. It depends on what the definition
it's
of
a loose,
art is.
it's a loose definition at this point.
It's an O
all
because we
right.
said so.
Can you be on the wheel? Of course.
The wheel.
Oh, see you, Fireflame. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing us your graph.
Bye.
See you,
Yeah,
Firefly.
Nice one.
Bye, Fireflame.
Bye bye.
Let's see
Goodbye,
here.
Isle name.
All right. Got two grays next to each other. No problem. Your graph, yeah. I think it's good that you explained a lot, Fireflame, because a lot of that complexity, I think as for everyone went over our heads. We didn't realize
Yes.
how much of an undertaking it was.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yes, thank you for tuning in. All right, and with that said, time to spin the wheel.
Spin
The wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Just when he gets added to the list.
Oh,
Just when he
It's
gets
your
added to the
game
list.
of folk. Go.
Now
your
is
game
your
to
time. Wow.
Oh.
All right.
Right.
Incredible. Yeah. So, how do you want to do this? Do you want to share it yourself, or should I share it?
I can just share it, I guess.
So,
Mechanist makes a good point.
let's take a look. Oh, another song.
I mean, to be honest, it's a lot simpler compared to what you guys have done this year. But so basically, 2 years ago, I was actually the one that did the audio trace one, so I just decided to do it again this year.
Oh, did you do the flat
You
of the
did the
bumblebee?
bees.
Yeah.
You did the Flight of Bumblebees.
Yeah.
That was yours.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, it was you. Cool. Congrats.
Damn.
Well,
That I listened to
honestly,
that for so long.
honestly though, like this one for this year, I was like very time limited because I actually was aware of the competition like less than a month before the submissions. And it was like really hard to find a song that fitted with Desmos. But I finally found one in like a week before the competition submissions. So like this is very choppy, but like it still works. So the song is really Turkish March, and basically what I just did was I just put like a bunch of so like you can see here, these are like a bunch of notes. So like each number corresponds to each note. So like for the example, this would be, what would this be actually? So you can actually see like if I take away this, put this in here, like each of these lines, they represent each note that's in the song. And then once I put those notes into sequences, they actually get like, put them in order. And then basically I just put this into one song, and then yeah, it just plays the Turkish March. And I just kind of added some of these drawings just to look like aesthetically pleasing.
It's a good idea, so we know it's a
Yeah.
song.
Yeah. This is, I don't know, it's running pretty laggy, but
Well,
so
how you
basically just what just happens is these
how
just
you
go
plotting
up and
them?
down.
Are the musical notes like I see circles there? How do you approach those? Are those like implicit, or because if they're implicit, that usually causes lag.
Well, let's see here. They're normally they're just like X squared plus squared. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It was
That'll
working
do it.
fine before, but yeah.
That's a good. Oh, that's faster. There. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So yeah, these
All
are
right,
just like,
let's hear the
aesthetically-
song. I want to hear it.
Play it, play it.
Yeah, play it. Let's go.
Play it, play it.
Play the song.
Hey.
Wait, something's
you
not
wait,
right.
that doesn't sound right.
Something's not right.
Yeah,
I think
something's not
you
right.
resized it. I think that's why.
Dragged it just a little bit earlier.
And it broke.
Alright, yeah. Wait, let's try this. Let's try this again, Michael. All right, there you go.
There you go.
By the way, it's just 3 minutes long, so yeah, there's that.
Oh.
The
Wait,
limitations.
is the domain right?
Hmm.
Is the domain right? Like
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Well, the
what
thing is
happens
that-
is Desmos is a limited
Interesting.
scale, so you
That's
can't go too high or
delicious.
too low.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
1 octave restrictive, so
E4 to
basically
E5.
it,
You're
Yeah,
basically
E4 to
stuck in the same
E5.
place. It kind of sucks to
yeah.
be
So
stuck
like there's
for a
like
while.
some parts that might sound like a little choppy because like there might be like notes that are like next to each other, but like in Desmos they're gonna be like on the opposite side.
Oh, but it's nice that you kind of managed to recreate this in the limited scale that you had. And the transpositions don't sound too unnatural after all, so
Yeah. There's
There's
a
only so
couple.
much you can do.
Yeah.
sounds delicious.
It's like really hard with like audio trace because it's like very limited with all the stuff we can do. Because like, you
Yeah.
can't even play chords in this. You can only play one note at a time.
Yeah, and you can't even
So you
do
know what they say,
rests.
constraints breed creativity.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if anybody specifically says that, but the whole concept I think still applies. Yeah.
Isn't that just like this entire thing?
Yeah.
Things that we really shouldn't be able to do on Desmos, but we do it anyway.
Yeah.
That's my whole motto in life, just doing stuff that isn't intended to be done.
XKCD comic where it's like you hear someone say it's tone incomplete. Someone tried
Yeah.
to run
I think I
Mario on
actually
the
posted that
dishwasher.
one.
Oh yeah, just
Alright.
seeing the chat. How exactly does Desmos calculate the frequency for audio tracing based on the Y value? So basically, each Y value is like the high, like starting from like the 0 or whatever like a domain you want it to have. Basically, the lowest part is going to be the lowest note. It just goes up to the highest note. So it's like if someone said like E4 to E5. And basically like it doesn't really matter like what kind of what's it called, the range of the y-axis is. Like it's still gonna be E4 to E5 anywhere, but depending on like the place that you see it on the graph, like if I like scroll out a little and I bring this down, this is gonna like sound a lot like flatter than it's supposed to be, because like from like zoomed in it's like the E4 to E5 range, but like zoomed out it's just gonna be put in like some like E4 to maybe B or something like that. So basically, yeah, if you have multiple, but yeah, if you had like maybe like multiple graphs at once, like going at the same time or something like that, you could do chords. But like on one graph, I don't think that you could are able to have chords, or like there's no way that I've currently researched that found out that. And yeah, it's frequency changed linearly up to a max.
Could you play several notes in quick
Basically.
succession? Could you play several notes that are like
Frequency would
really
be
short and in quick
exponential.
succession, and that might sort of do a chord?
I'm guessing the frequency is exponential since like notes are
I tried that like
distributed.
I think
like
I
that.
tried
On a
once,
piano,
but
at least.
sounds a little more like noise. I think.
I don't think you are. I think I might have tried that and it didn't work.
Darn.
Yeah. Audio trace is very weird with all like the limitations it has. And yeah, I think it does go linearly. Because like each node it's kinda like has like equal spacing between like, for example, like the lowest node is like the lowest node is 0, the second one's 1.06, next one's 2.15, so they're kinda like around like 1.09 in between, I would say.
It depends on the scale. Like if you scale it right, it shouldn't matter.
Well, yeah.
Randy, if I remember correctly, your you made your audio trace graph based on his last one, right? Or like was inspired by that?
2 graphs ago I did mention him, but no, yeah, your stuff definitely inspired me a lot.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is just a simple audio trace graph. And you just have like lists of stuff and to put that into actual song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Awesome. Anything
Love
else
the
to
graph.
share?
I don't know if anyone has any questions, but if not, then it should be good.
Awesome, awesome. All right. How many graphers have we gone through? There are a lot of so there are lots of Caleb duplicates here. Idealistic introvert got rolled on 2 times and wasn't picked.
Oh, by the way, someone
in the wheel.
Someone
Spin
in the
the-
YouTube chat wants to be added to the wheel. Add
Ooh,
talent
in the
unlimited.
YouTube chat, he should join the Discord call, can he? Or is that?
I sent him the link, but I don't know if he joined.
Because it'll be hard. It'll be hard to if he joins the Discord. Then sure, that way it'll be easier to like respond and interact. Because that's the whole point. It'd be cool if the creator can talk with us.
Right.
I guess
Awesome.
just
All right.
add-
Time to spin the wheel.
The wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin the
The
wheel.
wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There goes the house.
All
There
right.
goes the house.
I'm
Let's
going
go,
to.
Very interested.
All right. I'm going to. So I'm going to open it in a separate browser because I'm going to show you the YouTube video first. So okay, I made an animation. And so yeah, I guess yeah, I'll see how you all like it. Let me just get ready. Okay. Let me change my window. Hold on.
Probably my biggest competition right here.
Okay, let's see. Change window.
Maker of the
Oh my
Desmos
God, this is
bar.
gonna
I'm
suck.
terrified.
It's the
So-
the window of the last one.
Ah, the suspense.
Do you see it?
Oh, it's a Desmos Dino. Oh my God.
Desmos Diner. So this is a regret of mine. I didn't call the original one Desmos Diner because it has nice alliteration. So I fixed that with this one. All right. Here it goes. Let me just set to loop. There you go.
Oh my God. That's in
Oh my
Desmos.
God.
Get him some.
That's in Desmos.
What?
How was I supposed to beat that? What the?
Oh my God.
You made
What?
a rendering engine.
What?
Oh,
No way,
oh,
Chris.
oh.
No way.
Oh, it's leaking. There.
Nice leak.
That was awesome.
My
That is pretty.
It's
I like the
inside
flick at
of
the end.
Desmos. That is ridiculous.
How the lighting?
Is this
It's
indirect
so
lighting
good.
as well? Global illumination?
So okay, I'll just keep it running. So the lighting. So a lot of this is done. The lighting is all done manually. Don't get me wrong. There's no like every light source has to be defined by hand. So like what is it? So like over here, he's super bright. That means that I have to specify in that whole region he has to be brighter. And when he gets closer, that's when I start kicking in the rim light. So that rim light is coming from that area. There's also another ambient light source over there. Then I replace the rim light with the color of this, and yeah, that's so the light's still going on back there. Yeah, the lighting is done manually.
So trippy.
God damn.
That's some bad milk.
Are you
Bad
kidding
milk?
me?
I'm surprised
Bernard!
it doesn't actually render
I can do
like
the
in
milk.
real
Oh,
time.
oh, Bernard!
There's the Bernard. Oh, you can't see it? Oh, freshest cheese. Yeah, here you go. So this is also, fun fact, also the first 8K Desmos animation.
Holy shit.
Oh,
So that's
what?
why I did that.
Oh my
You
God.
did it in 8K?
This is in
Oh,
8K.
How?
So Fireflame helped me out with that. So if you try rendering an 8K Desmoder, you will not last for you aren't gonna last for many frames. So the solution was he built a specific branch just for me, that
Oh my
downloads
God.
the frames as they come. So you can watch it in 8K.
So you don't die from using too much RAM.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Ooh, Firefox cannot handle that 8K. Oh, but it looks so freaking crisp. Damn. Chrome doesn't look
Firefox
that
can't
good.
handle it, but Fireflame can.
So, oh Jesus. Okay, I'm not gonna. That's actually lagging me.
This
No,
man
so
got milked in
so
Oh,
8K.
the reason it's an 8K, and I'm gonna show you the graph now. There's a reason that I put it in 8K. So let me open up the graph.
Why?
This is madness.
Looking at the wrong window.
Oh yeah. Let me. Sorry.
Oh my God. So how did you make a program that essentially turns Blender stuff into Desmos? Like that I think
So
you did that with
I
something
made
like that with Steve earlier.
I made a couple of programs. This was very, very proprietary. All right, let me see if you can see it.
Yes.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the graph.
Oh my
So,
god.
So
Wow.
you can move the camera, and so it originally ran at 4,000. What is it? It ran at 4,000 milliseconds, but now it runs it at 1,000. All because I removed in this version of the graph, I removed the waviness. When the background gets all wavy, that hit. That was a big hit in performance. So here's my slider to control the animation. And also, this was over 5 megabytes easily with all the frames. So I cut the frames by a sixth. These are just a sixth of the total frames.
Oh my god.
So
You should have used bitwise packing.
you know what? I could have done so many things to optimize it, but I just figured I'm gonna kill the frame rate. If I have a little like instruction on how to get the graph yourself. These are all links to the JSON, all mirror links. So hopefully they look at that. Okay, so would you rather me explain it, or do you want to ask questions and I'll address it?
I think you should probably give like an overview of that.
Okay, first of all, how many polygons is this?
How many polygons?
All of them.
So there are a few polygons.
A
The
few.
background is 9,986 polygons. Just cutting it. Just cutting it under. The character is I think 2,000. Let me check. Wrong link. Hold on. Hold up. Character is Control C. Hold up. 5,300.
Dang.
So that's 1,500 polygons in total. And
Was
the
this
plot is
thing
separate.
basically only possible because of the list comprehensions?
This is only possible because of list comprehensions. well, technically, so all the visuals.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the entire visual folder. So what is that? That's 25 expressions controls the whole thing.
That's insane.
So, yeah, and most of that's not even like most of that's just like the wall art, which is separate. There's my Bernard layer. Hold on, let's turn to it. There you go.
There it is.
Bernard.
Bernard. I have
Bernard.
two layers.
It's glowing.
Yeah, it's the glowing Bernard. Very very subtle, but it's glowing.
Oh,
A
are you
luminous
using
Nard.
So does it get more transparent as it goes out? Is that how you're making the glow effect?
Yeah, it's very very subtle. This is me toggling it. It's incredibly subtle. You don't see it very well for that. It's kind of you see it. Okay, you see it a lot more for the Heaven Year text over here. Like you could kind of
I can see it there.
kind of see the gradient descent.
That global illumination from the light panel is nice.
Oh yeah,
Hitting the
thank
ceiling.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It has a very realistic touch.
Idealistic introvert. I even credit him in this graph. He was responsible for the HSV to RGB conversion, and I deal with RGB for colors. So yeah, where is it? I have a link to his graph here. Yep, there it is. HSV by idealistic. So thank you for that.
No way! I just got credited in a Heaven Year graph. That feels awesome.
Also, I also credit all of the Discord. Where is it? I throw in a little note. Yes, thank you, Discord and Desmos for being the best place. And then here's all. And also, I thank Fireflame for Desmodder because he carried me. Okay, so let me. I guess I should start explaining it. Okay, so this is Z buffered, obviously. Like, Z sorted. I mean, there's no way in hell that you can do this without Z sorting. which meant that I had to drop all ray tracing and parametric coils for my last graph. That wouldn't fly here. So it's all Z sorted. Now, they're all contained in a buffer. So now that we have list comprehensions, I could finally do this. So there's a folder here called buffer character. This contains just the character, and you're gonna see how it works. So these are the X, Y, Z positions of the character. We got a chest, desk, foot, hand. These are all the joints, and it's all combined into one geometry list. It's the same for the X, Y, Z. It stores it as one list. So if we actually go ahead and plot that, so let me do that. Let me do that over here. I'm getting added in the chat. Did you use Polygon Surplus for textures? Surplus? I used Polytomizer. The Polytomizer tool. It's the thing. Let's quickly plot this guy. Why? Just to show you. Here we go. Yes. Okay. Cool. You can see it. The milk is also there. Yeah. So, and if you notice, the desk is also here. Only this desk. Do you want to give a guess why only this desk appears here?
Because you need to occlude it with the character.
Yeah, exactly. So the desk seamlessly, the desk seamlessly molds into the non-buffer part. So yeah, he's all in buffer. Next, medians. So exact same thing. Here are all the medians: chest, desk, foot, hands, blah blah blah. These all are in corresponding order. Next are the. I also subtract 2 to the desk. That's actually incredibly important. This -2 over here. So.
Oh, is that offsets? Like manual offsets?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. I'm taking the midpoints of the desk. So desk is this desk layer meant to include him. So if you take that midpoint and you lower it, you're actually affecting the Z sorter. You're not controlling the geometry. I'm just moving the midpoint over there. The geometry stays the same. Because if we remove that, -2, like pretend that desk is lower than it actually is. If we make it higher and get rid of that -2, then look at that. It's clashing with the shadow.
Oh.
Yeah. So you
That's
don't want it
clever.
to clash. You can move it lower. In fact, you can move it higher. What it's Z fighting. What if I want the desk to cover his arms? Then I add to it 4, and now it's gonna eat him alive. So 6. Maybe it's too far up. No, it's too far up now. So yeah,
I can see it eating the milk.
Now it's eating the milk. So it's going up, just by doing this. Yeah, it's eating his arm now. So this is huge. This is actually the main takeaway of the graph that I wanted to share the full link. It's tragically buffering. Oh, share the link. Yeah. Let me share. Let me share the actual link. Sure.
Also,
You got it first. You got it first.
Also, did you use Y up or Z up here?
Z up. Z up.
Cringe. Unbased.
Wow.
Blue pill cringe.
Cringe. Z up. I'm.
It's okay. I think Z up is based. I come from Gamerland.
Z up is based. Yeah. Next
Boo,
is the
Z up cringe.
next is the normals.
Z up based.
I look.
This question.
Who here uses Y up?
Me. Y up, gang. Graphics gang. Let's go. Computer graphics. Let's go.
You know, if that were the case, why does Blender use Z up?
Blender uses Y up under the hood.
It uses Y up under the hood. What?
What?
Yeah. Right.
I'm in the Y up gang.
If it's on a computer, it uses Y up. It's lying to you. It knows. it's trying to placate you're trying to create your false reality for you. It's fake Z upland. Y up is the real truth.
I guess
it's all a lie.
I'm not gonna just like Reddit's hard. I'm not gonna cave in. My
I
resolve is
think
so
there's
strong.
only one way of settling this argument. We ask a pilot which way's up.
Exactly. I don't know. What Z up people look like. Yeah. So, okay. So as I was going on, yeah, normals. So N stands for normals. This is just the median plus 0.01. That's for I use that for the lighting. Okay, and this is the big guy. These are the indexes, the indices. Indices. Sorry. So here's the thing. If you've dabbled with 3D Desmos before, you figured, oh, you could just combine joints, just add their geometries, and then add their indices. Indices. Damn it.
I don't think it matters. I wonder if both of them are valid.
I think they both work.
Yeah, indexes and indices are both correct, I think.
They're both. I'm thinking I'm gonna say indexes. So, yeah, you can't just add indexes. You can't just concatenate indexes together, because when you join geometries, that second half which you joined, it's been delayed. It has all that stuff before it now. So whatever, does that make sense? Like whatever indexes you use to speak to those geometry points, it doesn't work now. It's been delayed.
I think the starboard bot kind of broke the starboard channel.
Oh, damn, what the heck happened there?
It's been offset.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
It knows how
Oh
good
my
it
god.
What?
This is why Haverina is top on the leaderboard stars.
It knows. It knows.
I don't know how to fix this.
Yeah, it's a little freaky out.
You
Yeah,
and the starboard went crazy with your graph.
but
How do you feel with the shadow casting?
How are we gonna?
yeah.
Damn.
That's the thing. That's also another thing which I don't think I've seen anyone do before. I'm adding these are the indexes, if you're familiar. They have these constants that are being added to them, and they just get bigger and bigger because chest, this 246, that comes from somewhere, and that comes from specifically the length of chest. The chest body is exactly 246 points, which means that as soon as we add on to that, we need to make sure this comes after the 246 points.
I actually did use this technique.
So that's how you combine joints. That's it. That as soon as I figured this out, I was like, okay, I want to make this graph now. Yeah, so that's how the indexing works. So those are my two special sauces. It's the you can move the midpoints. You can actually screw around with the midpoints, and you can add indexes. You can concatenate indexes to each other, and that's it. Those are like the two special sauces. And the rest is a little bit more the same. So yeah, RGB. Here are all the colors of the joints. Oh, and also I should show you the sliders. You can change his colors in here. I got little sliders for you. So to make him, that's at 169. Now he'll look like this. Hepatitis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Roblox.
Take you?
Yeah.
Got the same thing.
And I was told his face looks like a Roblox character. Yeah.
How long did this take you?
This took me. I started November 28th, and I finished last week.
Wow.
But I was working like 8-hour shifts on this. Like, I'll be honest with you. I failed a business course just so I could make this graph.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No.
Dedication.
But that's another story. Business. I can't do business. It just doesn't click for me.
Fair.
I'm
I
not
can't
business
tell
relatable.
if you're a mad lad or you know what they both mean crazy.
I'm a little bit like cuckoo, but
You're an
so,
you're an absolute mad lad.
so and then the last part of the buffer, S buffer. This stands for shading, and this is its material. So in addition to having the colors, they also have materials.
Oh my god.
And so
No way.
there are four materials in total. There's 0, 1, 2, and 3. If this is ever if this is ever set to 0, that means it's a diffuse object. So basically anything on his body. If this is set to 1, that means it ignores light sources, such as his facial features. Those are completely emissive. They don't care about the light. And also the desk. The desk doesn't care about light sources either. The desk is emissive. Those are just straight RGB values that go in there. They don't care about the light source. 2 is transparent. Shadow uses that. So all the shadow vertices are 2. And 3 is invisible when I want to hide something. And I hide things in this. Wow, that's the character buffer. But if you got all that, that's like the foundation for how this works.
Amazing.
And then you could, yeah. Thanks. Sorry I didn't eat it. I'll eat it later. Like I'll eat it another day. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. That's just the character features. All right, so
the
now
impressive thing when
I
I
don't
was
wanna
playing
spend
with
too long on this.
colors is that the lighting actually plays very well into the color as well. So I was playing around with the colors as you said, and I sort of changed him to a Latino sort of color,
Mm-hmm.
and
it works.
And it does work. Oh, the colorings actually as I'm changing the lighting with the T function, like which is the time. When he's in different light, like when he's around different lights, like the red or blue, they all play into his color very well. Like
that is
they
good
are
to
very well
hear.
represented.
The lighting is done really well.
To be honest, I tried giving him a black complexion and it didn't. I couldn't find the color. So you must have found the color. I had
Wait,
trouble.
let me actually share it right now. Like I'm going to screenshot it. Just a moment.
Yeah, and speaking of color, I really like the way you combine the colors in the room. Like they really play nice with the other colors.
I'm glad. This one's more gritty than Desmos Bar, which I hope that doesn't like reduce its chances. It has a more gritty tone. Like I mean that's what I wanted to go for. He has the blues. He's drunk on sinusoidal milk.
You know what? I can even screen share right now. Like
maybe a bunch of bacteria have like fermented the milk into alcohol, and that's why he's drunk on milk.
Fermented the milk into alcohol.
It was going to be a booze bottle, straight up. In fact, if you look at earlier drafts of this, he's drinking straight up booze. But my friend told me, like Ezra, you're not going to get accepted with this. Like, they're not going to let you have a booze bottle. I said, why doesn't he drink milk? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so right.
No.
I immediately scrapped the booze bottle and imported the milk.
I remember there was someone who suggested I added the Twin Towers to Desmos plane.
Oh my god.
No, that would not have been
No.
Gotta weave between them.
Oh, yeah, you got it. That looks good.
You can't be adding battleships as obstacles in Desmos plane, okay?
Wow. Yeah, that probably. Yeah. So let me just. I don't know how long you want to listen to me, but here are the facial expressions. So this is the facial buffer, kind of similar. So take a wild guess. They're Bezier curves. So I animate each control point. Let me show you. Wait. Hold on.
Oh, his name's Jack.
And also if you haven't seen my graphs before, here, let me just let me change it. 1 second. I'm about to switch my window. Ooh, there we go. Do you see it?
Ooh.
Wow.
All
a
cards
nice
here.
20 FPS.
So, and
Wait, that's the
I'm
frame
using the
rate,
new
frame
blender.
rate 20 FPS.
This is probably running very fast because this is the new blender. It's kind of
You caved in
unbelievably
into
fast.
the new blender finally.
I'm finally using the new blender because I launched 3.0
Finally.
with this background, which I started in the old blender,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so fast. This rendering time is surreal. What you're seeing here. This is the new blender.
Yeah, that
and
is Eevee, right?
No. So I'm still using Cycles, but this is Cycles X. They just made a new.
Oh.
They just pushed out the new blender. They completely rewrote the rendering engine.
Whoa,
and
wait,
it-
what?
It's fantastic. It's
Okay, hold on. I'm
this is
getting the new
running so
blender.
fast.
Hold on.
Get the new blender. It completely.
Wait, now I have to
transitions-
learn Blender because if. Oh, is that a JoJo reference? I
Yeah,
see in voice chat.
and so his facial animations, they use a what is it? Yes, the facial animations, they use a custom node setup because where is it? Yeah, wait, where is it? Hold on. Am I in edit mode? Wait a second.
The fact that you did a great animation and then translated it to Desmos is kind of mind blowing.
So these are the geometry nodes. You can't. So the way I export movement, in case you didn't know, I export them as BVH files, which is like motion capture files. The problem is Bezier curves can't be animated natively, and they also can't be exported either. Those keyframes. So these are all control points. Let me maximize this. These are all control points, and they allow me to tune the animation, and this translates straight in the export. I make his eyes bigger, and it still works. And it's really fun to pose, actually. Let me hide this. Yeah, it's really fun to pose. So I could just grab these two and make him happy. But it took quite a bit to get to this point. That makes sense. Like preparing. I don't want to select the camera. Wait. Yeah, it took quite a bit to actually get to this point to model him here. But yeah, that's it. Anyways, back to Desmos.
Nice.
This took a lot of work to get in. So the character I had to write a script to make him in. The surfaces, I had to write a script to make him in. So every single wall had to be its own script. The objects over here, I had to write. This couch, the couch that you see in Desmos is a legitimately baked, that's a baked object. I bake it in Blender and I throw it in. So that means the colors you see in Desmos reflect how Blender lit them. What else? The animation had to have their own script. The facial expressions had to have their own script. Basically, anytime when there was a stumbling block, I had to whip up a script. So I spent most of my time coding this. So let's. I'll just share my whole screen. Why not?
I'm wondering about the walking. Like, did you do it manually? Because it looks very natural. Did you?
Yeah. How did you do the animation? It's so good.
Let me show you. Where is it? Here we go.
Oh my god, you used.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, he motion tracked.
That's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there are lots of iterations. I really want to make him drink like that. They didn't do that in the end.
No way, is that you?
Wait, did
That's
you actually
me.
manually motion track this?
How much do they drink?
No, so I've been animating for a while. No, it's keyframed. It's keyframed. This is my video reference. So
Okay.
it tells me how I should move it.
That's amazing.
No, where's not that. It's
I've been
the
here after working on this Desmos graph for I don't
yeah. This,
even know how long straight.
so
Like
no, no,
8
no.
hours, right?
So when I did this experiment, I took the bottle and it was upside down like that, and I noticed. So I kept that in the final one. I like that. I like that feature. Yeah. No. That was fun.
Wow.
So no, it's animated by keyframes. I've been animating for a while, by the way. I've been, in case you don't know, I've been making what is it? Yeah, I've been making
Animator?
Minecraft animations since I was 10. And
What?
that's yeah.
Minecraft animations.
Yeah, so we start somewhere.
Yeah, they're on your
If
channel,
Among
right?
Us,
you know the
Among Us.
software Minimator,
Among Us.
Minimator is probably why I'm
Among
into
Us.
CG.
Not
I just made
I
impossible.
remember
Desmos.
Minimator.
Yeah, so I did a lot of that, and then I learned Blender the next year, and yeah, so I've been using Blender since 2014. So it takes a bit, but yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So this is facial animations. Yeah. The facial expressions, just some technicalities are important to make sure that the Bezier curves were quadrilaterals because it has to mix with the character buffer. If you notice, the character is also made out of quadrilaterals. Um,
Jesus.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then what else?
The thing that makes
Okay.
them into polygons, I imagine, is to have the exact same number for each one.
It's like what do you mean? Like
I don't know, like when you assemble it into polygons.
You
So
made the metaverse in Desmos.
yeah, so the polygon. Okay, so when I assemble it to polygons, it's yeah. So these are all polygons. So there are 96 polygons, and it's also controllable with. It's the Bezier curves is actually controllable with the slider. I have a Bezier
curves, yeah.
quality, so I can make
Because
him low. I can make him low poly, or as I like to do, setting it to 1 makes him instantly Asian. Which I thought was funny. It's not me, it's the math. Anyways, what else? Yeah, and then okay. So when I get the facial animations, I actually don't plot the facial and I don't plot the character. I only plot the foreground, and this is the main guy. This is the final buffer which you see. Look what I'm joining. This X buffer contains the character buffer, another character buffer, and the facial, which means there are 2 character buffers here. And so here's my open question: what do you think the second character buffer is for? Just looking at the whole.
Is it the bottle?
It's not the bottle. The bottle is included in the character. The shadows.
think it's
That's
the
it.
legs.
Exactly. The shadows. I duplicate the
Oh.
character flatly on here, and that does the shadows instantly. So yeah, then it's the same thing. Z buffer, M buffer, N buffer, F the indexes.
Just keeps
Three coordinate
RGB.
points when.
Sorry.
3 coordinate points when. Ooh.
Yeah, and they line up. And then this is where materials come into play. So this is me saying, oh, if the shadow is below the desk, if the character's below the desk, then don't cast a shadow, or if he's outside the desk, don't cast a shadow. And yeah, and then it's making the shadow material, and it's making the facial still solid. And then and this is where the Z sorting happens. Sort everything by that. That's it. Yeah, that's the character buffer.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, that's just the character buffer. Now there's the background. The background are all triangles, in case you noticed. Yep, they're all triangles, so they're not quadrilaterals. The backgrounds involved me going to Blender, taking a camera. Yeah, it involved me going to Blender, taking a camera, going in orthographic, and then getting like really up close to a surface. So, like, I put the camera down like this. Oh wait, someone said wait. This is a command. Yeah, I can walk. Yeah, it just go up really close up to the surface like that, and then just screenshot it, and that's it. And every single surface had that treatment. So quite a few surfaces.
Wow.
Yeah. Backface
Question.
buffer. That's
Why did you decide to render it in 8K? What's the need for that?
why do you render 8K? Yes. Oh, your backfire flame. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, hello.
Why did I render it in 8K? Here's why. There we go. Perfect. See these
Oh,
gaps?
you said the lines. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These gaps. That's why. I was going to get to that. I forgot. Those gaps, they are mitigated at higher resolutions. So I went to 8K. I actually rendered it in I rendered it higher than 8K. But I downscaled it to 8K.
I love how roundabout of a solution that is.
I mean,
I wish Desmos would fill in the lines.
Yeah, like
that'd be very nice if they did that.
It's interesting. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Duh. Well, I love this feature. I forgot to show it.
Depth of field?
Depth of field. The background
Oh
blur.
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait, what?
What?
Okay, that's just another level entirely. What? How?
So
It's like that thing you did with the grid of points, right?
yeah, exactly. So this is for sure a list comprehension exclusive. Like maybe I could have done the backgrounds with 10,000 polygons, 10,000 polygons, but not the points. This one is this one is interesting. So you don't see it as hard in the final animation. It's more subtle. But that's because I tried playing around a lot with this and it got distracting almost. Like it's in the final animation. Let me open it up. Hold on.
I'm getting Cycles X.
So you can already start to see the depth of field come in.
Oh yeah.
It's subtle. You don't see it, but I didn't want to go overkill with it. It's very subtle. Because when I made it too much, it detracted from the foreground. Even now, like it looks cool, but I think you're drawn to the FOV too much, which is the opposite. That's sorry, the depth of field. I'm saying FOV. Sorry. Depth of field. You almost get too distracted by it, which isn't the point of depth of field. You're supposed to not be distracted by the backgrounds. But yeah, what Andrew said, it's just they're just points. That's it. If I actually click on it, you'll get to see it in its glory. Where is it? Yeah, if I click on this, you'll see all the depth of field. Yep, here. Watch this. Those are all points. So that's a point. That's a point. That's a point. They're all points, and they're transparent. Same for the background wall. The background wall, it's all just points, which gives it that blurry effect. And yeah, that pulls off the depth of field. Okay, so yeah, let me. I'm taking a lot of time, so let me hurry through this. Okay, so here's the light sources folder. That lights the character. Yeah, you got. So it's completely extendable. So it's just light source after light source after light source. This begins light source 1. It's the ambient light source. We can actually disable that. See what happens. This is without the ambient light. So now he becomes all black. And this is the bottom desk light source. This is a subtle one. See how he's glowing over there on his chest? We can turn that off and see how that would look like. Set this to 0.
Oh shit, Joseph
Um,
Stalin is here.
Yeah. Oh, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, so this becomes 0. Yeah, now the light's gone. You don't see
Taste
that.
is finally back.
Yeah.
COVID.
What else? And yeah. So they're all different light sources. This one, what's this one do? Forgot. I think this one is this the negative light source? Oh, this is the disco ball. Oh, this one's when he's at the beginning. That's what colors him bright at the beginning. Yeah, there's a few light sources. And this is the final color. Yeah. Oh, let's turn off the rim light. Where's the rim light? That's the last one. Yeah, rim light. Okay. This is the most substantial one. And make that 0. And now he looks flat. That's it. It's all just one variable. Although it still looks pretty good. Like I went overkill with the rim light a bit, but that's part of the style. Like this doesn't look bad. It looks a little flatter, but this is what it looked like earlier on. Yeah, and okay, and now I'm gonna brush through these 'cause I don't want to keep you guys. Geometry. Here's all the geometry. I imported from Blender, so this is the chest. Chest formula, translate the chest, XYZ, medians, normals, colors, and materials. And same for the desk. Same for the foot. Same for all this. All this is generated straight from Python. I don't have to touch anything in here except this comment. Geometry and mix. Yeah, some of them have mixed colors, so I just make those. I define those here. Baked objects. This includes the plant. Let me zoom out. Depth of field. Oh, that's another reason. The depth of field is very laggy. Points causes a lot of lag. So now the graph comes a lot harder to navigate. So let me just turn that down a bit. Turn that down. Cool. Yeah. What is it? We got. Oh yeah. So these are I have too many folders opened. Hold on. Yeah, baked objects. These are UV objects. These are baked from Blender, so that includes the plants. That includes the ceiling decor over there. That includes the desk where you're sitting on, the wall in the back. What else? Polytomized textures. This is the website I used, by the way. Someone asked about this. So if I wanted to polytomize a texture, I'd go in here. Desmo. Desmo. I love that Desmo is a thing. Where is it? Here. Take this and polytomize it. This tool was a godsend.
The true Desmo.
We are making art.
We are making art. And but you can see the lighting is already affecting it, like over there.
Hold on, what site's it?
And that's it. And then I have to do a lot of manual configuration, so I can get rid of these. But and like that's an example. Like these points over here, I don't need. And then I process that in Illustrator, so it's a little multifaceted. And that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Damn.
That's you're able to cut down on like polygons in the sides then.
Sorry, what's that?
That's how you're able to get cut down on all the unnecessary polygons and like the
That is
flatter
what
areas.
So okay, that 9,986 polygon budget, that cuts it right. That is like I'm playing a dangerous game there. That is me. That is with the optimization. So I have to sit down and strategically like here's me actually taking into consideration like all these endpoints, like all those dots, all waste. So like usually what I do is I just get rid of all the edges and then just plant them manually later. The corner over here, like not a lot of people are going to see it, so I could just erase that section and then repolytomize it. And I employ that everywhere. So, yeah, you have to be very, very conscientious about your budget. And fortunately, I did it.
You went over your polygon budget.
Yeah. So,
God damn.
yeah, does anyone have any more questions?
So, basically, you have to make a 3D world if you want to win first place, is what I'm hearing now, right?
You have to make, yeah, you got to do a lot of legwork.
There's really no,
Oh yeah, I had a question.
Yeah.
What's the frame rate of the Desmos graph?
This runs at 1,000 milliseconds, which is pretty good. That was
So
like
1,000 milliseconds. Does that translate to 1 FPS?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's 1 FPS. It used to be 4 FPS. Sorry, it used to be 4,000 milliseconds, which is a fourth of a frame per second.
Dang, quarter frame.
And you let me just show you that here. This is the laggy version. This will look exactly the same, but it'll be 4 times slower. And the only reason for that is the wavy background. So, but in this version, at least when I skip to that frame, you're going to see the waviness.
Right.
See, it's already taking a while. Yeah. So here it is.
Wow.
Also, guess how did it make the background warp?
Wait, is that guy holding the booze? there?
Sideways. Is he holding what?
Is he holding booze or milk?
He's holding milk.
Milk.
Oh, can't make him hold booze in Desmos contest.
For a second, I thought.
He'd be very successful at getting away with it.
you have to drink your milk. Milk is good for you.
Yes.
Milk is good.
Exactly.
And this is its early stage. Just the character. It runs quite fast actually, and I have different passes. So, color pass. I have depth pass. I didn't use this in the end. And the lighting pass. Where is it? The light source. There you go. So if I move the light source around, it'll there you go. It's
that's
updates.
That's fast.
Yeah, this was fast. I was very happy when it turned out to be.
Polygon list comprehensions are way too cracked.
List comprehensions are a blessing. Yeah. Okay. I kept you guys for a while, but I hope you enjoyed it.
I think I've seen everything.
That's first place for you.
You went above and beyond our expectations.
Yay!
Again,
I wanted
We
to.
were already extremely high.
I didn't think it'd be possible to top Desmos bow, but here we are.
I don't. So
do we know who won yet?
No.
It'll probably take like a month to figure out who won.
I think we may already know first place for one of the categories. I'm just saying.
This is my question for you. Is it so for this one? It's a lot different than